Hello and welcome to Loaded Mag NUFC. It's all come down to this. The last day in the Champions League phase of and we'll see where we finish up. But before we talk what happened to do with the game, this is kind of like a loaded bake-off. What are you eating, Pete? What's on the menu?
Just apologies for people that are offended by it. Just getting my dinner in, otherwise I probably wouldn't eat until like 11 o'clock, which is not ideal for anybody. So I am eating Jamaican jerk chicken, red bean rice, a little bit of chicken on the side. It's going down a treat, and I think it just adds to the vibe, and I think Chris is going to add to that in just a second, because we're quite chilled and laid back about tonight, and we're just chilling, eating some food, waiting for the game to start, and glad that people are coming in and joining us for the ride. So yeah, that's me.
How about you? Are you having a bit of French cuisine there yourself?
So I am on, and for anyone who doesn't know what this is, you will do, I'm sure, but I am on the scouse. So scouse in Liverpool is a bit like a stew. So some people may call it hot pot, some people may call it, I don't know, stew or whatever. But just beef from the butchers. It's absolutely it's just everything. Beef from the butchers, and then potatoes, carrots, gravy. Just a very homely meal is what I would say, and it's going down a treat. It's going down an absolute treat. But me, on a personal level, I'm fine. Really busy day in work as always. So yeah, I've been busy, and yeah, I am. I think, like Pete said, I am surprisingly chilled. I did get a little bit anxious earlier today, but now I've seen the lineup. Now I've seen, and in fact, I won't go into detail because I know we're going to get to that. But yeah, I am very much treating this as a free shot. Anything that's a bonus for me tonight, I would just like to see something different to what I've seen in previous weeks. And it looks like that is what we're going to see. So I am actually quite encouraged.
No, I like this, boys. A bit of loaded diversification. We can, if the football doesn't work out for us, we can go into rating restaurants and meals and food and everything like that.
Why not?
Why not? But let's get into the team news, because that is the big talking point. PSG, we know what they can pick any team. This is our team. This is how we line up. No Gordon, no Barnes, no Bruno. Bruno is on the bench. We're not starting him, but he's still fit enough to go to be on the bench. So let's see how this is going to play out. Boys, 5-2-3, 3-4-2-1. We're definitely going 3 or 5 at the back, whatever way you want to look at it. Who wants to go first on the team news?
I'll be honest. I think the 3 at the back wasn't as much as a surprise for us, because we did talk about it, and Chris, you brought it on as a suggestion for the lineup on the big match preview, and we all said that would work. Well, we wouldn't be against actually having 3 at the back, and it looks like very much that. I'd be surprised if it's anything different. I think the personnel after that, wing backs, midfield, forward line, was always up for discussion, because it did sort of like it was all in balance with regards to whether Bruno would start or not. I think that was the big thing. So the fact that Bruno's not started means that it's kind of changed slightly. I don't really know how it looks. We won't probably know until it starts. It does give us the feeling that Miley will play sort of right wing back with Hall left wing back. It looks a little bit like it'll be Sandro and maybe Jacob Ramsey in the double pivot, with then Willock left, Big Nick, and Alanga on the right. The one thing I'll say, lads, really quickly, is that I don't know why. I'm just really glad that Anthony Alanga's playing tonight. I think I'm just, for some reason, when I saw him in there, I was almost like, yeah, okay. Like I was almost like happy by it, and Don't know why. I'm
Almost happy.
love Barnes, Gordon. Yeah, but the way I see it, Daz, is that I just think why not go something different? Why not give him this platform to go, you know what, show us what you're all about. It's gonna be a tough watch. In terms of the game, we are gonna probably have a lot of time without the ball. And it will be a case of our chances will be sprung on the counter attack, and you want someone with electric pace, and he's got that. So it's a perfect opportunity for him to go, you know what, go show us what you're all about. Go out there and express yourself on the biggest stage and see what you can do. And that's why I'm kind of, you know what, fair enough, give him a run. Like, why not? Same with Jacob Ramsey. It's been a little bit kind of forced, but give him a run. Joe Willock. What can he do that's much different to Gordon? With all due respect, Gordon's done okay in matches, but if Joe Willock's playing on the left, what much difference is he going to offer? Or is it Willock and Ramsey the other way? I don't know. Is it going to be interchangeable? Like, whatever. Like, give them something different. The way I see it is that I think Luis Enrique and PSG would have prepared for us to be a 4-3-3. High press, up and at them, and they'd have gone, just expose us the space in and behind. The midfield, just like what Villa did. And it's almost like Eddie Howe's gone, no, we're going to sit in, we're going to make it difficult, try and break us down. And if not, we're going to catch her on the bait. Because if you go back to last season, in games last season, yes, they won the Champions League, but in games last season, the likes of Villa, the likes of Liverpool, they did spring an attack. A counter-attack on PSG, and they did get joy from it. And that was PSG at their pomp. PSG are not quite at their same pomp right now. So it's a case of, can we keep their big boys quiet? That's the big question. And when we do spring an attack, can we make it count? It's not the case that we haven't created chances in the recent games. It's a case of we haven't put the chances away. I believe that we will create a few chances tonight for ourselves, but can Big Nick put it away? Can Alanga take his chance if it comes? Can Willock or Ramsey, or can we see a Tonali special from 25 yards that's going to smash in the top corner against the goalkeeper that's okay, but is not their first choice? Can we do that? And that's the big question. So it's up to them. Look, at the end of the day, we know we're through. We know we're through to the playoffs regardless. We've got nothing to lose, lads. It's not like we win. It's not like if we win, we're through. If we lose, we're out. We're still in the next round anyway. Yeah. Can we go a next round further by winning tonight? So I think it's all on us, boys. And that's why I'm a little bit relaxed. I'm a bit like, you know what? Let's just see what they've got. Let's just see what they've got about them on the big stage. And I'm intrigued to see, boys. I'll end on that.
Yeah, it's like you've won a prize. But you could also win the bigger prize, but the prize we have is that we would have all taken getting through to the knockout stages when the draw was presented. Chris, I'm going to go to you next, but before I do, I want to tell everyone first to smash that like button. We've currently have 180 people watching across YouTube and on X, but we are also going to be keeping an eye on proceedings in the other games. For example, we will be keeping an eye on all the other fixtures, just as because they'll have a knock-on effect on our game. Plus, I'll get rid of that. We will be keeping an eye on the table, and also you can see the table there will change as the game goes out. Plus, who we're going to be playing next. Because I imagine this will change as the game proceeds as well. Because we're currently down as things stand. It's us or Chelsea to play one of the four teams here that would come through if it was to remain those teams. It won't. It'll chop and change. Or we appear down here as well. That's the same thing. So one of those four teams as we stand, as things stand. So don't worry about that yet. We'll keep an eye on that as the game proceeds. Well, Chris, get your thoughts on the lineup for Newcastle.
Yeah, do you know what? I found myself nodding away when Pete was talking because I'm in exactly the same place. I'll admit I was shocked when I saw no Barnes or Gordon. That did shock me a bit. Bruno being out was obviously disappointing. Dan Burn coming in was no surprise, and it makes sense playing that back five. For anyone in the chat asking whether it's a back three, back five, the fact that we've got Botman, Burn, and Chow in the lineup, as well as Louis Miley and of course Lewis Hall. It is most definitely going to be a back three or a back five, depending on how you look at it. The midfield's going to be interesting for me. Like Pete, I think it'll be a double pivot. I would expect it to be Tonali and Ramsey, but it could be Willock, could be something interchangeable. I tell you what, I got a little bit excited about, boys, and again we discussed this on the big match preview with Lee. I wonder if we see Nick Woltemade, and that's why he's been chosen, dropping into that number 10 position, and do we see attacking midfielders, and maybe a bit what Villa have done, in that maybe not necessarily orthodox wingers, but people playing in those pockets, those number 10s. Nick dropping a bit deeper. I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. I hope we don't see Nick Woltemade just stranded up front as he normally is. I'd love to see him dropping deep a little bit, and maybe Alanga and Willock or Ramsey tucking in, and maybe acting as a front two with Nick pulling the strings, almost protecting in a way the likes of Ramsey or Willock and Tonali. I'd love to. I just want to see something different, boys. I just want to see something different, and maybe we're saving our big guns till later in the game, if there's still an opportunity for us to win the game. Maybe Eddie Howe's looked at it and gone, do you know what? I mean, we know he likes to assess things on the 60, 65 minute mark. Maybe if we're still in the game, he's like, yeah, let's bring the big boys on. If, and touch wood, this isn't the case, but if, it's 2-0 PSG and they're in cruise control, you could argue, is there really any point trying to go out there and win the game? Is this Eddie Howe given that opportunity you spoke about, Pete, giving Alanga a little run out? I mean, we've seen much improved cameos from Anthony Alanga. Eddie Howe's given him, shown his faith in him tonight. I'd love a great performance from Anthony Alanga tonight. I really would, just to really kickstart him. And if he can do it on the biggest stage in the Parc des Princes in the Champions League against PSG, that's going to give him a whole lot of confidence. I am now excited about the fact that we're guessing. Oh, I wonder what formation we're playing. Who's going to be there? Who's going to be there? Are we going to see Nick dropping deep? I wonder what the fullbacks will be like. It's just nice to see something different, because if I'd seen a 4-3-3, I would almost be a bit like, okay, so we kind of know what we're expecting here. We kind of know what to expect. This feels like we could be seeing something different tonight, and who knows? Maybe we might stumble across something that may work for us going forward. Who knows? I don't know. But either way, I'm excited by tonight, and as you rightly point out, Daz, tonight isn't be all end all. I think if you ask most people, most neutrals even, what will the result be tonight? Most people would say PSG will win. But we know, and Luis Enrique's already come out, hasn't he, and said, we've had two really difficult games against Newcastle. We know what we're in for tonight. It was 2 years ago, obviously, but we know it's going to be a difficult game. We know Newcastle are going to, really try and have a go. I think Luis Enrique might be looking at this lineup and thinking a bit like us. How's this going to pan out? How's this going to work? And that's what we need to do. Keep the opposition guessing a little bit. So yeah, I'm relaxed. I'm chilled. I'm happy that we've got the points we've got on the board. If we can get 3 points, boys, and automatically qualify, wow, that would be amazing. Even if I see a goal, I think I'll be happy. I just want to have a little cheer tonight about something. That would be nice. But yeah, not expecting anything tonight, but certainly looking forward to the game and looking forward to seeing what we're all about. But what about you, Daz? What were your thoughts when you seen the lineup, and how do you feel about it pre-match?
Yeah, look, my immediate before I saw on Twitter, and I saw to Pete's message to us then, and I just saw, first thing I saw was Willock, and I go, what? Willock? But then I saw Bruno on the bench, and I thought, oh no, here we go, because I was like putting it all on Bruno being back here. But yeah, it's the experimental one that you call for Chris, and I'm happy to see the 3/5 at the back. And yeah, look, with Gordon and Barnes as well. That was a bigger surprise for me that neither of them are taken to the pitch. But yeah, maybe it's a case of we see where we are in the game and we make changes. Then it might even be outside the 65-minute mark or the 60-minute mark. He might even go before or afterwards. Who knows if he's going to change everything up today. But yeah, look, kind of as I was saying earlier, it's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? We've already banked a prize and we get all our lifelines are gone, but we're getting a shot at the question anyway. You might as well roll the dice and give an answer and see how we get on. So that's what makes this interesting. And look at it, we've never been in a situation like this in the new format. The last time we were in Champions League, it was the old format, and of course we went out at the group stage after defeating Milan. I think it was against. But yeah, so something different for us. So. Let's see. So what we're still got about 12 minutes away from kickoff. I want to ask you guys a question. I saw this tweet today. I didn't get a chance to check with her much today, but Kurt Zouma. What's that about? Catman,
yeah, hates cats. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I looked at it and just kept on scrolling. I just thought it was a load of nonsense. I think from where I saw it was in the Chronicle, and they said that Lee Ryder basically said that we'd been offered the chance to sign him on a free, not that we were actively looking for him. And I think that's what you're going to hear now is players being pushed our way to try and it won't be necessarily that we're interested. I think it's just to try and drum up interest from their agent, putting a player's name out there to say Newcastle's interested, to say, like, you know, come and get him. It's like that lad at Genoa in Italy, the young English right back.
Yes, I know what you mean. What's his name? I don't know what you mean.
Got him here.
He was at Arsenal, was it before?
Yeah. So Brooke Norton Cuffy.
That's it.
Is at Genoa. I feel like that one was exactly the same. It's like he's obviously having a good season there for Genoa, and it's a case of, you know, can we get a move? If we put saying that Newcastle are interested in him, will a West Ham or someone come in for him, who I imagine a player like him would be happy to go to. It's almost like our names getting thrown around now, just to kind of, you know, just to get people acting quick because the window's coming towards the end. I don't see Newcastle getting anyone. I think that's already been made clear by Eddie Howe anyway. So I took it with a pinch of salt, lads, ultimately. So,
can I ask you boys a question? I feel like I know Pete's answer already because I saw Pete comment on it on X. And fully enough, upon reading your response, Pete, I had the same feeling, the very same feeling. We heard Eddie Howe come out, didn't we, in the press conference talking about loan deals and saying that nobody wants to deal with us, nobody wants to do us any favours. What's your thoughts on that, Daz? Is that and maybe I'm leading you down a path here, but is that kind of an old narrative that maybe needs to be knocked on the head now? Because people in the chat are talking about it as well. DXLE says, can't do business in January. Paqueta's going to Brazil for 40 million. Oscar Bob's going to Fulham for 27 million. Musa Diaby's been linked with Inter Milan for 30 million. All these players are buzzing around, and we're seeing, and by the way, that Oscar Bob deal, I did notice there was a 20% sell-on fee. And I thought, so, you know, that to me feels like a fair deal. But what are your thoughts on that from Eddie Howe, Daz? And do you believe that it is a case of when Newcastle pick the phone up, it's like, oh, it's Newcastle, put the phones, I'm not interested. But the likes of Villa, who you could argue are in an incredibly similar situation to us, clubs are willing to do deals with Villa. What are your thoughts?
I saw Pete's reply as well, and to quote Pete's reply, bullshit. Because hello, it's not a case of we're not touching Newcastle. This is a business. They all have to meet PSR regulations. They all want to need to trade as well. They all need to have they want to keep their better players, but they also have to stay within financial guidelines. And So yeah, there's deals out there to be done if we want, especially loan deals, if we wanted to do them, and or we're willing to take a gamble on someone as well. So no, it's too easy to say that, and it's just like that'll shut people up. It won't. That's not the case. I get it. Like, just come out and say, look, we're not going to do anything because we want to wait till the summer, and we have a plan for the summer, and that's what we're going to go with. We're not going to do anything now, unless something spectacular happens in the next couple of days. Then we may jump into action, but and just kind of be straight about it rather than that. I don't like that kind of a comment. Really.
No, and do you know what? The Clon lads put here, Pete. Villa are in PSR shit and they are doing deals. I mean, we've seen Villa have signed Tammy Abraham. Obviously, I've just mentioned Villa were looking at Douglas Luiz on loan, by the way, from Juventus. Is this another example? And I think this is only the second time this has happened that we're aware of, by the way, where Eddie Howe is almost, it felt to me, Pete, but it feels like Eddie Howe's almost trying to pull the wool over people's eyes in terms of, you know, I'd love to do a loan deal. If I could do a loan deal now, I'd do a loan deal, where we're all thinking and we all know that is not in Eddie Howe's kind of playbook. That's not something Eddie Howe, you know, is a fan of doing. Yes, we spoke on the last show about, you know, we have brought in loan deals, but they tended to be loans where they were pretty much going to be made permanent, rather than taking a punt on somebody that maybe you look at and go, well, in 6-12 months, we're not going to want this player, so we'll send them back, but we need someone for the interim, for the here and now. Is that kind of where you were going with, Pete, on you know, with your comment on X? Is that how you felt?
Yeah, I think it's, look, the comment in itself I didn't like from Eddie Howe. I didn't like the fact that he was saying that, because for me it's a cop out. It's an excuse. It's an excuse not to go into the window, and you only have to look. You know, I used it in the message. I think people took it literally. Some of the responses were like, "Oh, Douglas Luiz is not that good." Blah blah blah. I'm just using him as an example. Is that Eddie Howe saying that there's players that are not out there, or there's a situation where people don't want to deal with Newcastle United. I think it's the other way around. I think Newcastle United don't want to deal with other clubs, and this is the problem: is that they think they want everything on their fee, on their deal, and sometimes you've got to meet in the middle, and sometimes you've got to be a little bit proactive. This is the problem with the thing with me with Newcastle United. I don't think we're proactive enough. I'm looking at Aston Villa. They go down with Tielemans being out for 8 weeks, and within 2 days, bang, they've got a deal done. They act quick, they act fast. They go, where can we plug the hole? There's the hole. There's the one that we can plug in with. We've got it done. Just been announced now, so it took 3 days. Effectively to get that deal done. Newcastle don't work like that, and that's the problem, because you can't not work like that in football. If you want to be at the top, you've got to be able to act fast and plug gaps. If you want, and this is the thing, if you want to save your season, this is what you've got to do. You've got to have enough players. You've got to be inventive. You've got to be proactive. You've got to go out there and get deals done. I mean, the Oscar Bob one, I see why Newcastle wouldn't do the deal. Not that I wouldn't have done the deal personally, but I can see why they didn't do the Oscar Bob deal, because Newcastle would not agree to a 20% sell-on. They just wouldn't. They want that player outright, and they want to maximize everything that if he does get sold on, all that money comes to Newcastle. That's why a Fulham can get away with that, because they're not in the same ballpark as Newcastle. So I can see why that deal wasn't done. But then you look at Moussa Diaby, for example. Like, for me, that would be a no-brainer. And you know what's crazy about that? In the last 2 years, he's got 15 assists, and this year so far he's got 10 assists. That's exactly what we need. We need a creator, someone that's going to put it on a plate for our strikers. We're missing that in our team, and he's bringing that, and he's doing that in the Saudi League. He wasn't the most amazing at Villa, but I think if he'd have stayed another season, he'd have done well. He's the one that I'm looking at as an example. 30 million effectively that deal is to get him over to Newcastle, potentially, if we really wanted to. That's 25 million less than what we paid for Anthony Elanga. And we're going to back Anthony Elanga. We want the best from him, etc., etc. But when you put that into perspective, Moussa Diaby is a much better player than Anthony Elanga, even on his best day. On their best days equal together, he's a much better player. And it's like, they're the levels that we should be working at. That's the type of deal that we should be looking to get in this month, because it's an opportunity to sign a quality player that's still at a great age that you can bring in and do a job. And so I look at this and I'm thinking they just don't want to deal. Newcastle United have a small pool of targets, and it's a case of we get them when we get them. If we can't get them in the winter, we'll wait until the summer. The pool of targets are not wide enough for me, and we're not quick enough to act. Sometimes you've got to go out and spend in the January. And the last thing I'll say on this is that we talk about, and Eddie Howe talks about, these players have got to get up to speed and get ready and this, that, and the other. Well, it's taken Anthony Elanga and Jacob Ramsey 6 months already, or close to that, and they're still not fully ready. Why not do what you did with Anthony Gordon? Bring someone in January, give him the second part of the season to bed in and settle himself into the team. And if he hits the ground running, great. But knowing that he's settled into the club and he's ready to go next season. Any player, left back, centre back, winger, bring someone in now that you can build and be ready for next season, but they can still offer something on the pitch now. That's what I would go for. And I don't understand why Newcastle aren't thinking that way. It was not my decision, not my money. I get it. But I don't agree. I really don't agree.
Nobby's telling us off now. See, we're not used to this match, Davey. We're not used to it, Nobby. We haven't done one for
live watchalongs.
Yes.
Yeah. So I know you guys are slightly ahead of me. For me,
I might not be.
Yeah, they're lining up in the team photos now. Actually, it's focusing on PSG at the moment, but
well, I must only be slightly ahead of you then, because it's just had the Newcastle team photo was just on the screen. It's gone off now. It went to Eddie Howe just a second ago, so I must only be maybe a few seconds ahead.
Okay, cool. We're close enough, so not so bad.
Did it go from the PSG lineup? Did it go straight to the Newcastle one?
The team photo.
Yeah. When they had the team photo.
Yeah. So now the Dan Burn and Marquinhos are they're shaking hands to the ref on mine.
Okay. Yeah, so we're not far away then. We're not far away.
Pete, I think you're getting the short straw. You're on commentary duty.
Oh my God. Welcome. Welcome all. The match day live. Right. I've given mine a few seconds. I've given mine a few seconds pause. Okay, so I hopefully should be a little bit closer to you boys on this. So yeah. So yeah, players just had their having their mini huddles, just separating out now, ready for kickoff. We're ready to go, boys. We are ready to go. Let's see what these boys have got for us today on the biggest stage against the current Champions League holders. This is what it's all about, people. These are the games that we want to be in. And, the game is off and running. Is it off and running for you?
No, not yet. I'll tell you when they kick the ball. Now. So about 3 seconds.
Okay, so I'm officially 10 seconds ahead. About 10 seconds. So I'll
hang on.
If you see me just like zipping my mouth up, then you might think that something's possibly happening at this moment in time.
There's KK. What could have been?
Okay, there's
just to let you know, Pete, on me, I'm give me 1 sec. I am just approaching 40 seconds now.
Okay, I can't see the time is because they've just done they're just doing a replay. They're checking VAR apparently for a potentially penalty against Newcastle.
That'd be harsh. That'd be harsh.
Off Miley.
Yeah. So it bounces up.
Saying that we know all about
The PSG players
penalties
were adamant. The PSG players were adamant. I know that in Europe they do manage these differently. Yeah. They're just showing it again. Oh,
And you always won.
You know what?
Still thinking about it.
They are. It's tough. I think. Yeah, they're looking VAR. They're going to VAR, lads.
Oh, Jesus.
They're going to
Hang
VAR.
on.
It hits his arm.
Well.
It hits his
Yeah.
arm. And then it's Miley's
First.
arm. Oh, be
Yeah.
harsh.
There could be a potential penalty here, lads.
Yeah.
It's you know what it is. It's if they give it, which it should not be a penalty for me, because he doesn't expect it, because it bounces up off their arm, and I think
Barcola's arm.
I think they're going to give a penalty.
But must say, yeah, it's a penalty.
That doesn't make any sense, though. He with his arm, he hits it off Miley's arm.
And this is why this is why in Europe it's so different. It's ridiculous, because this shouldn't be the case. Because it basically hit Barcola's arm first, and then it hits Miley's arm second. So really, if this was in the Premier League, they wouldn't give it. And this is where it's in Europe, it's so different. And the only thing I can think, because it hits Miley's his arm almost kind of he moves his arm in that his hand in that direction that touches it. I think that's why. It's a disaster, lads.
Well, I hope he fucking misses, because that again, we've gone the Parc to Prince and we're getting a dodgy penalty. I mean, I get what you're saying, Pete, in terms of, obviously he's moved his arm towards the ball, but it's hit Barcola's arm and then bounced off him, and then Miley's obviously his arms are out because he's.
Dembélé is just about to run up. He's running up. Saved! He saved the penalty, lads.
Still hasn't happened to me, but go on.
Sorry.
No, describe, Pete. Describe. Go for it.
Hope has dived to his right. It's a monster save. Pushed it out to the side.
Go on, Paul Beast.
It's a corner to PSG. PSG have taken this corner quick, lads. I'll just keep talking as it goes through. The ball gets cleared by Newcastle.
Yes.
And I think there's an offside, so there's a breather. Get in there, lads. What a save from Nick Pope.
Justice.
Monster save. It is absolutely justice. It's a massive hand, and he punches it away. Not punches it, he palms it away. Burn goes up to him, gives him a bit of a chest bump. He needs to be careful on that chest, does Burn. He's only just back. We don't want no injuries now.
It's a great save. I'm watching the replay. It's a great save. It's a great save.
Unbelievable. Brilliant.
That couldn't have gone any better for us, that, boys, because we've dealt with harsh hand there. Harsh hands in terms of giving away that penalty, which is a bit dubious. But that's got to lift the players. Just a bit. Is it the players now thinking, is this our night? Is this our night?
Yeah, it was a Langa.
Come on.
Wow. There you go. PSG they've got
free up on the time, boys.
I'm on 5 minutes exactly.
Hang on, it's gone for me. Time with the replay go. I'm 5 minutes 13 seconds.
Oh yeah, you're slightly ahead of me, Daz.
Okay, so when you said 5:13, I was 5:20.
I'm 5 now.
I'm probably about 7 seconds in front. So as you literally said 5:13, I was at 5:20. So yeah.
Brilliant
tracking back from Alanga there on I believe it was Dembélé. Lovely work in there. PSG are moving the ball around as we expect, lads. We expect them to have a lot of the ball. But Newcastle are dead in their shape. All look in sync at the moment. It looks like it is. Yeah, it looks like it's a Jacob Ramsey, Sandro Tonali double pivot in that midfield as a 2. Jacob Ramsey's pushing on that right-hand side, Tonali on the left. But when Jacob Ramsey's pushing up high, is leaving a gap, and they've got an extra midfielder in that gap. So they are looking to expose that. So it's something we do have to be careful on. And it might mean that someone like Willock has to drop in on one side and Alanga on the other when that extra man's there. That's what we've just got to be a little bit careful about. Barcelona are losing to Copenhagen.
Ooh.
They're losing to Copenhagen at home.
Arsenal were 1-0 down as well, but they came back to 1-1. Club Brugge are beating Marseille, and Athletic Club are beating Sporting Lisbon as it stands.
Hang on, why does it say Paris 1-0 against us?
Vitinha, goal.
Oh, that's why.
Vitinha, 1-0. Really, it's a soft goal, lads. I've got to be honest. It's a really soft goal. It's a nice finish from Vitinha, but it's really come from nothing. We look pretty set. We look pretty set in our ways, and it's just come from nothing. I have to say, it's a soft goal to concede. It's a soft goal to concede, lads. Vitinha, lovely strike. To the quarters on the counter. Kvaratskhelia, Botman's going towards him. He's unmarked, lad. He's unmarked 30 yards out. Picks the ball up, takes a touch. He literally takes a touch and then he faints because Hall dives in to try and block it, and he just faints. Hall goes past him and then he just slides it into the. But I don't understand how he's been left free there. That's the midfield again. Problem, lads. That's the double pivot. There's an issue there because they've got an extra man. So they're using that extra man against us. And that's what's killed us off. Yeah, because when Kvaratskhelia has been marked by Botman, that's set. Dembele, when Vitinha wins the ball, Dembele and Vitinha are right next to each other, and no one's within 10 yards of them. That cannot happen. It cannot happen. It's a poor, soft goal to concede. But Newcastle have won it high up. Tonali into Voldemar. You've got to hold that ball up, man. You've got to hold that ball up. We win it back. Willock into Hall. Hall going down the left. He's trying to get... He's got 3 men on him. He gets a crossing, but goalkeeper comes to collect.
Oh, God, the touch. Yeah, just what you've just described there, Pete. Voldemar just bounced in front of him, didn't he? Yeah, Hall's doing what he can on the left. Yeah. Yeah, too easy. Yeah, but again, we've seen that. How many times have we seen that? And do you know what? We're going to get punished for it ultimately tonight because PSG just stroke the ball around the pitch, don't they? And they've obviously spotted the gap very, very quickly. And it was literally 2 passes and they were in. And Vitinha's coming through. And like you say, Pete, nobody's anywhere near him. Nobody is anywhere near him.
Yeah. Kvaratskhelia was just in again on that right-hand side, bearing down. It's gone out for another corner. Chow ended up just smashing it wide for a corner.
As it stands, boys, we're if it stayed like this in all the games, we would play Inter
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And will we be away first leg? That's right, isn't it? The top 8 of the 16 play away first leg, don't they? Is that right?
We are ahead of Inter we're 11th, Inter are 12th as things stand.
Yeah.
So
you played the team directly below you then?
The way it's showing me here, yes.
Oh, is that right? I thought from say for example from 9th down to
big save from Pope. Big save again from Pope. They've just got in with ease down our right hand side. I think that was Dembele. Nice little 1-2 Dembele.
Yeah, just
and
watching it now. Oh God.
Zaire Emery. So yeah, it's a big hand from Nick Pope. This could be a long night, boys. I'm not going to lie. Could be a long night. Man City are 1-0 up against Galatasaray. That puts them in, I imagine, into the top 8, where we kind of expected them to be. Not the start that we wanted, lads. Penalty, although brilliantly saved by Pope, and then 1-0 down. Newcastle, as you just said, Daz, are 11th currently. Tottenham, Chelsea, Man City are all in there. They're all 6th, 7th, and 8th as it stands.
That's the dog.
Yeah, that's mental, that isn't it? Liverpool 5th, City 6th, Tottenham 7th, Chelsea 8th.
Can you hear my dog?
Yeah.
Sorry. She follows the wife around everywhere. She don't leave her by her side, but she's nipped out, so she's moaning a little bit. Come on.
Ted, I'm calling you Ted, Pete. Pete, my dog Ted is exactly the same. He just adores Lisa, and I can be like, Ted, come here, Ted, and he just looks at me as if to go, nah.
Yeah,
like I'm staying with mum. So
another save from Pope, easier save this time from Kvaratskhelia. Ball breaks out to Barcola. Barcola plays it back to Vitinha. Vitinha just puts it to the side. Kvaratskhelia with his left foot. It's a simple save from Nick Pope. They're having a lot of the ball. Nick Voltemader's just got a flick on, go straight to a PSG player. The boys are trying to get high to support him, Willock especially. But in these moments, it's looking difficult to see how we're going to create chances. Lewis Hall to Alanga. Alanga's come centrally. He's now overlapping Willock on the left-hand side, but Willock's just gone the complete opposite way, which didn't make any sense because he was screaming for the ball. One inside by Chow to Willock. Chow's on the board again. Nice turn out to Burn. It's probably the most passage of play we've had in the game so far. Nearly 14 minutes in. Alanga now on the left, played it out to Willock. Willock pops it in. Oh, off the bar. Oh, he chips it in. Miley puts it over, but he chips it in.
Oh,
and it loops up and then drops. Oh no, I thought it was off the bar. The keeper's got a hand and clawed it away. It looked like from the original screen the bar, but it didn't. He's that keeper does not look comfortable with the ball at all in the air. That's definitely something for us to think about. Get a few corners in there, but lads. In the first 14 minutes, that's the best passage of play Newcastle have had. A little bit of possession, and then worked into a space. Hakimi's now bearing down into the Newcastle area, plays it into the box, but Chow mops it up to Hall. Hall just a lovely turn there on Kvaratskhelia to hold on to possession.
Chow.
Ultimatum, you need to keep the ball, man. You got to keep the ball. He's just losing it when it's been played into him far too easily. PSG playing around on the edge. Ball comes in, cleared by Botman out for another PSG corner.
Don Botman.
Craig, man, what do you want me to do? I'm trying.
It's one of those, isn't it? Unfortunately, this is it's hard with the Matchday Lives. It is hard because everyone's got different streams on. Everyone's got different ways of watching the game.
And it only gets worse when everyone moves to streams. When everyone moves to streams, it might be more equal. But with some people watching from satellite and others from streams,
it's difficult.
Just put about Chevalier. Chevalier is not in goal tonight. It's the other goalkeeper. What's his name?
Ponytail.
Safanov, his name. He's the guy in goal tonight. I'm trying, Craig. I'm trying. I don't want to just stay silent and then just react when something actually happens. I was trying to just talk people through the game to let them know what's happening. But if you want me to stay silent, I'll stay silent. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh no, mate. We need the updates. I need to know.
But yeah.
Here, while it's gone, I'll bring up that screen that I was looking at, and we can see. How do we read this, boys? So maybe it's here actually, because it's changed since I spoke last. So like us or Atalanta versus would play Monaco or Quebec. Is that the way it would work?
Other result or score so far, Liverpool have just gone 1-0 up against Karabakh, which I imagine we expected to happen. Go on. Oh, unlucky. So unlucky. We win the ball back in midfield and the ball gets played. I think it might be by Ramsey to Alanga. Tries to set Alanga free, but I think it's Pancho. He's rapid. He's probably just as quick as Alanga. Just gets there just in time to nick the ball. But yeah. PSG just playing it around in midfield, lads, at the moment. Just knocking it around in midfield.
Taking the sting out.
Yeah. They've got the lead now. They can just hold possession if they need to. Newcastle do need to come out. And it's almost like they're trying to goad them out to try and find and exploit the spaces in and behind. And they've just got, look, exactly that. They've just played the ball through. It didn't work. It's gone out for a throw-in. But they've tried to sucker Newcastle in, and then they've just played that ball over the top, and Barcola was onto it, but it's just gone out for a throw-in. That's what they're trying to do. Trying to suck Newcastle into their half and then play it in and behind and try and exploit the space. It's a clear tactic that they're planning on with the players that they've got in front. But Alanga on the ball again. Nice, makes the pass. There's nothing wrong with that. How is that free? Alanga wins the ball. He plays the ball onto Hall. How is that a yellow card? How is that a yellow card for Alanga? That is absolutely ridiculous.
No, did he not? He gave it to someone else. No,
he won the ball. No, he's given a free kick to Kvaratskhelia. I mean, to PSG. So Alanga runs. He plays the ball because you can see him clearly kick the ball in front of him.
It's the follow through.
He's followed in, but he's done it. Kvaratskhelia has rolled his ankle. He's rolled his ankle. I think he's done for today.
That's a harsh yellow. That.
Of course it is. It's not a yellow card. It's an unfortunate circumstance that he's made connection to the player. I don't get, lads. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's never a yellow card.
Did anyone else see the ref give the sign that it was a free kick to Newcastle? He literally moves his arm and points.
He points our direction. Yeah,
and then books Alanga.
Yeah.
Something dodgy here already.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. It looks like, well, there's a sub warming up. Is that Doué? It might be Doué. Not that it gets any better. Yeah, Craig Lee just said he gave us the free kick. He did. He pointed that way for a free kick, so I thought he was. And then all of a sudden, the yellow card comes out. He's not intentionally gone into him. He's made the pass.
Sliding on the ground.
Yeah, of course. He's not gone in stood high or anything. He's literally on his knees. He's sliding on his knees and played the ball. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, we've got way over 400 people watching us live on both platforms, X and YouTube. Anyone watching on X, if you can, it only takes a second. If you come over to YouTube, just click our like button just to help the channel move on. Hopefully enjoying the conversation. Any bits of run through in the game, try not to ruin it for anybody else that's watching it. But when we're in the moment, sometimes we'll just blurt things out. But yeah, just help the channel along. Give us a like. And if you're new to the channel, not seen it before, you've seen it on X for the first time, come and give us a subscribe. Thank you for tuning in, and hope you're all enjoying. And of course, on YouTube, you can get involved in our great chat. We've got loads of great people in the chat putting their comments and thoughts in there as well.
415 people. 415 people.
Brilliant.
We don't always do. I mean, and boys, I started this earlier, which is really nice. Terpi Marciano. And Terpi Marciano said, please make this a regular thing, boys. Pete, what's happening?
It's a free kick to Newcastle. So we got the free kick, but Alanga got the yellow card. It didn't make sense. That actually doesn't make sense. I actually don't get it. I don't get it.
So it was a foul on Alanga, but Alanga deserved the yellow for the foul on him from Kvaratskhelia.
What? That's just blown my mind. I have no idea what's going on. Of course, he got hurt because there's a victim of circumstance. They've come. It's coming together. It doesn't deserve a yellow card. PSG trying to win a free kick right on the edge of the area. Referee says no. Baltimore finally with some good hold-up play. Sets Tonali free. Tonali running. Zaire Emery, well defended, just sweeps the ball off him. I think Tonali probably
well there.
He did well defensively, but Tonali maybe could have just kept the ball a little bit better, just protected it slightly better.
Tell you what, he's quick. That's Zaire Emery, though, isn't he?
Yeah,
it's quick.
That was a Lewis Hall move there.
They all are. They're all just play. Every one of them are just rapid, just so quick. It's only really Vitinha that's maybe the slowest, maybe in the team, but he's just the one that just connects everything. He's just a quality footballer. But that was better from Baltimore, I have to say. A better hold-up play, made the link from Tonali that set us across. But we just can't maintain when we're getting into positions, but we just can't seem to maintain it enough to be able to muster a chance, a clear-cut chance. That's the only problem with the way we're playing at the moment. We seem set up well, and we're getting around players when they're getting in around the 18-yard box. If we'd have done that for the Vitinha goal, obviously would clearly be a different story. But it seems like we've woken up to that. We're more reactive in that middle of the park now. But
I've seen Baltimore flinging his arms around in the 18-yard box a few seconds ago. He looks a frustrated figure, and clearly when PSG have got the ball, we revert to a 5-4-1. That's quite clear. But the problem with this is, and this is where maybe it takes a little bit of bravery, I don't know, but if we do get the ball out,
I'm sorry, right? This is ridiculous. Byrne wins the ball, right? He's quite high, but he's nowhere near the player, nowhere near the player. He literally nicks the ball and we win possession. The ref blows up for a free kick. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I've just seen it.
I'm sorry. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
the refereeing is ridiculous. Barcola's away. Well recovered, Louis Miley. Well recovered. Because Barcola was so much quicker than Miley. He just left him for dead.
Done.
Yeah, the danger that we've got here you know, from what I'm seeing, is obviously if and when we get the ball out. So we're under the attack, and if and when we get the ball out, the ball is going long, and you've just got Nick Voltemade there. I think there needs to be a little bit of bravery. Yes, you know, we might come unstuck by doing it, but you need Anthony Elanga, you need Lewis Hall, just sitting maybe a bit further out, so that if the ball does break, it asks a few questions.
Yeah. At some point, at some
maybe
point,
we're battening down the hatches, Pete. I think that's where you're going with this, aren't you? It feels like you are.
That's it. That's exactly what we seem to be doing right now. Nice little play from Jacob Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey's got a really good low center of gravity. Like it's very hard to knock him off the ball. He protects the ball really well. Joe Linton's pretty good at that as well. But Jacob Ramsey's really good. He gets a real low center of gravity and he protects the board. He gets his body behind the board. It's really hard to nick it off him. He just won a free kick in that. I think Desiree Doué took him down. But yeah, really, really well played there from Jacob Ramsey in a tough situation as well. Yeah. Nick Voltemade looking frustrated again. Lewis Hall tries to find him and it just goes out for a throw-in to PSG. Just plays it just slightly behind. Dunhill, I'm not against having four up front. I probably would have gone with Elanga up front with Nick Voltemade just so he had someone to play around him, just so he had someone to work with. Yeah. And so, like, you know, the big man, little man type thing with the pacing and behind. So any flick-ons or any hold-up play could unlock someone in behind him. It might then bring us an extra midfielder in the middle. We might have to go a little bit narrow, lads. It was a formation I was going to suggest actually before the game, as Nick Pope just gathers a simple ball. Almost having Tonali, Ramsey and Willock as a midfield three, like we normally do, but instead of having two wide men, we have Nick Voltemade and one other. In this case, Anthony Elanga as a front two, so he's got someone to work with. That for me would maybe, looking at the way we're shaping up, that probably would work a little bit better. And Elanga just then gets free roam just to work around Nick Voltemade in that position.
At least he's on the bench for the option.
In this passage of play just now, it looked like that was that. So when Nick Voltemade was challenging for the ball, he's won it. Oh, that's not a free kick. He's used his shoulder. I can see why Eddie Howe's frustrated. It's not a free kick. He just shoulder barges him off the ball. It's not a push.
Oh no, that's not a free kick. It's not.
It's not.
Eddie Howe looks fuming, doesn't he? Yeah.
Shoulder and shoulder.
This referee's had an absolute.
Oh, it's a clear look at the replay.
It's had an absolute shocker, honestly.
That's 4 occasions now. The penalty, the Elanga yellow, Burn foot too high, and Willock shoulder already in 29 minutes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's a great point there from NJNYBOER. NJBOER. NJBOER says, with our Brazilian boys out, has Eddie got Liverpool in mind, knowing we have got at least a playoff league?
Oh, lads.
Oh, hang on.
Willock's just played a lovely ball to the back post, and it looked like it was going too far away. But Elanga it's just playing it back now. The cross nips up. Elanga, he almost tries to poke it towards goal, and it just comes off the wrong part of his foot and bounces away. There was a good recovery from Louis Miley.
Yeah.
As PSG were on the counter on the back of that. Creating a couple of opportunities, lads, just recently. A couple.
Yeah, PSG haven't done much since they went ahead.
Yeah.
Just sitting back, just trying to end the counter, maybe.
Man City 2-0 up. Ryan Cherky scored, and Barcelona are 1-0 up, I think, against Benfica.
Oh no, it's not Barcelona. They were playing Copenhagen, weren't they?
Yeah, Barcelona were losing at the last I heard. I don't know if it's still the same, but Real Madrid are beating Benfica.
Yeah, bring them all the matches up so we can have a glance.
William Smith says Willock is a left winger, and I am here for it. He did very well there on that passage of play. Very well.
Done all right. Yeah, I can't be mad at what he's done so far. He's done all right. He's used his pace to try and get down that side. He's been driving at the full back, Hakimi, trying to give him as much problems to think about as possible. It's not the right ball to. Oh, bloody hell! What are we doing? We're playing passes through our bloody own box.
Worked out.
I'm watching it now. Jesus Christ! Yeah. So, who was that? Jacob Ramsey.
Yeah. We play it out, and then they come straight back in. Not sure who it is. It might have been, is it Nunez or Pancho? One of the two. Drive forward and smash a shot from 20 yards. It goes straight into Pope's hands. Easy save, but could have been a lot worse off the back of that. Chow just needed to put that pass just further onto the back foot of Alanga, onto his right side, and he could have been away. That's the out ball, lads. That is the out ball. Absolutely, get Alanga on that out ball. I'll be honest, lads. I'd be playing Alanga up with Voltemada. I'd be playing him as. I'd be boxing out that midfield. I'd be forgetting the wide game, playing it out wide. I'd be boxing out that midfield, going 3-on-3, stopping them playing, and then anything out ball. Nick Voltemada, anything flick on, hold up play, get in Alanga in and around it. That for me, that's the out ball there. That's the counter attack we need to be looking for.
We were quite brave in that passage of play there. I noticed maybe Eddie did the signal, I don't know, but there was a lot of pressing going on. You could see all the players venturing out, marking the men, trying to force PSG into a mistake. It feels like we're almost trying to set a trap. I don't know.
He has to at some stage go for two up top. If it remains like this, like if we get to 60 minutes or something, he has to go for two up top.
Oh, Lisa says there, Daz. Chris, I think she means Pete and Daz. Chris let me down, and Daz, no luck of the Irish off you. Ask Chris. Yeah. We always do the Irish, don't we? Do the Irish lottery, and one number's let us down. It's my birthday. It's my birthday this time. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Chris. It's not even December anymore.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, we do all the birthdays, and my birthday's on the 13th, and number 11, number 12, number 14, and number 15 came out, but no number 13.
And it wouldn't be a show if I didn't say happy birthday to Lisa.
Yes, of course.
Every month. Yeah.
Well, less than a month away, Pete, Daz, and you'll be on the money. You'll be on the money.
I'll be right for once. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know what? We need someone in and around Nick Voltemada. We really do. And you can see that they're trying to get up there, but we're going to have to take some risks, boys. And because I tell you, get an equaliser.
Napoli have equalised against Chelsea.
Ooh,
nice.
Chelsea are now out of the top 8. They're 9th now. Atletico Madrid are in there. Tottenham are in there by the skin of their teeth. They're in 8th spot.
That's it, Ramsey. I like that. Do you know what? I need to see more from Jacob Ramsey. I think technically Jacob Ramsey is great, but I need more. If you're paying,
nice,
40+ million, I need more. And hopefully tonight we see more.
Needed to be better, Willock. Needed to be better there.
Nice. I tell you what, boys, we're passing this round. Lovely. We're passing this round. Really, really nice. Just need to penetrate and get higher up the pitch. Nice little intricate play here. And the lads are confident on the ball. They are.
Benfica have equalised 1-1 against Real Madrid.
Oh, Pete, Geordie Team for Life said, have a little look at your DMs.
I'll check it out now.
The funk so, brother.
A trap with us as bait. Yeah, I mean, you could say that, Craig Lee. You could, you know.
I'm bringing Bruno on the halftime, boys. It'll be worth it, I think.
Yeah. Lisa said, "I don't mean Pete. Chris and Daz let me down. Chris let me down, and Daz no look. Oh, I see. She's saying me and Daz let you down. So I let him down because the birthday, and you let her down because you're Irish."
Jeez. Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah. Do you know what, Tony Timebridge? Yeah, I'd just tell Alanga to stand on the halfway line. I'd totally get that. Just have him next to Nick Voltemade. Just have him there, and then it just asks questions of PSG. Then, and do you know what the thing is? You push them forward, and you know PSG will then think, "Oh, we're going to have to put one back because Alanga's on the halfway line." So you're pulling the player away. It makes sense. Yeah, well done, Miley.
Out of interest, in those in the chat, how are you watching the game? Are you watching it on like a streaming service like Now TV, or are you watching it on cable, satellite TV, or other means?
Other means.
Pancho's just put one over the bar. Should have really done better. I think it's Pancho. And outside the foot, Desiree Doué into the box. Pancho, left-footed, balloons it over the bar. Really should have done better with that. And it was a let-off for Newcastle because he wasn't closely marked at all in the box, which you would expect, considering they've just had a corner. Again, marking needs to be tighter. Needs to be tighter from the lads. They need to be marking a lot closer. Some of these players are dangerous. Pancho's dangerous in the box. Good hold-up play from Nick Voltemade. Well won back by Joe Willock. Voltemade out to Miley. Miley to Ramsey. Ramsey to Tonali. Tonali to Alanga's playing pretty much as a striker now. He's playing up there with him.
Up a bit.
He's playing at the highest point of the team. Nice little passage of play there. Alanga, Tonali, Willock. Now Burn. Oh, Burn's lost it. Hakimi's chasing it, but Tonali's won it back. Plays it back to Pope. Pope smashes it upfield. Burns up there, rises high, wins it. Hold it up, Voltemade. Yes. Plays it over to Alanga. Alanga's now on the left. Oh, so lucky. So lucky. Tries to pay it beyond Doué.
Jesus Christ.
No, it was a good ball, to be fair. Because it
was, but I don't think he meant it. It turned out well.
But yeah.
So Craig Lee is watching it on Magic Radio. Jerry Life is watching it on TNT. William Smith is watching it on Paramount Plus in the US. Tim Shaw is watching it on YouTube in Oz in bed. Pretty early for you, Tim. Then yeah, that's it.
Stick of Flames.
Tony Time Bridge, the Stick of Flames, whatever that is. We know.
Go on, Anthony. Good balling from Alanga or just beyond Miley. That's it. He picks it up on the left after Willock gives him the ball. Plays it just beyond Miley at the back post. Nice little run there. Leaves his defender for dead. We're using his pace on that left-hand side. Yeah, really good for him. Burn into him again. He's into him again. He's up there. Oh, no real option. Hall ran offside. Now he plays it back to Hall to Alanga. Alanga back to Burn. A little bit of a passage of play now, lads, that we've had.
I think we're passing it down nicely.
Ramsey on the edge. Oh, he plays it out to Miley, but it's just too much. Miley does keep it in. Can he get there? Newcastle throw. Kicks it off their player. Kicks it off Nuno Mendes.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Oh. Hey, by the way, you know when Miley just kept that ball in that went out for a throw-in, Did you get vibes of that goal?
Yeah.
He just kept it in, and then he's back in the box, and then he's going to score.
Here we go. That's our signature move.
Yeah.
Long throw in coming from Hall. Burn gets it. Oh, Voldemort, you missed the header. Oh, Burn gets a flick on. Voldemort is there and he just misses the header. He's literally, 6 yards out? He misses it.
I'm just seeing the throw coming.
Again, missing headers again.
Oh.
So Burn gets a flick on. Voldemort is, he's got to score, lads. I'm sorry. He's got to score.
At least get it on target.
Watch it back from behind, behind view.
He misses the ball completely.
Yeah, he's got to do better, lads. He's got to get a header on there.
Does he get a little nudge in the back from Vitinha?
No idea.
No, because how can you be that far up? Because it wasn't like the ball was traveling at pace. How was he so far away from it? Oh. I tell you what, Craig Lee in the chat, Craig saying we're so slow and predictable. Do you know what, Craig? I think we're passing the ball down well, mate. Considering we're up against the current holders of the Champions League, I think we're doing okay. I do. Boys, what do you think?
A few tweaks, I think, in off the bench, and I think we have a better chance of getting back into it.
Hang on, people are saying pen. Why are people saying pen?
It was the initial when the ball came in and Burn was challenging for the ball. They're saying it's a pen because it hits their player's hand. It did look like it hit him, but look, lads, let's be honest. Are we getting a pen away at PSG?
Paris?
Really?
It's unlikely.
Against this ref that's literally gave them anything.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, lads. It's a pen, but we ain't getting it. This is part of the problem. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I think we get Shearer in to teach Nick Voldemort how to header a ball.
Lads, he's got to get that. First off, he's got to head the ball. He has to make connection. Secondly, he's got to hit the target. Like, the goalkeeper is so far over one side that if where he intends to head it, it probably goes in.
2 handballs. Craigly saying 2 handballs in about 3 seconds.
Yeah. Pope's really come out well and claimed the ball in high areas in his box. He's really kind of commanded his box. Pope's played well today. He's played really well. He's made big saves. Obviously, penalty save itself. He's
made some good decisions recently. When to come out
2-1 Napoli against Chelsea.
Ooh. So is that Chelsea out of the top 8 running then?
They were out anyway, but when they were drawing, they were out of it.
So
they're in the first round now. Lovely turn from Willock. Now he plays in Alanga. Alanga's 1-on-1 in the box. He plays it in. There's nobody in there. It's nice play. Willock and Alanga linking a lovely turn from Ramsey. Ramsey in the box. Cleared for a throw. Lovely play. Lovely quick feet from Ramsey there to work his way into the box. Just one move too many, but the
nice.
The Newcastle throw. Now Botman comes up.
Okay. As it stands, we're a point away from the top 8, boys, because we're only a point.
Hi, final boss. Hello.
Cool.
Come join us. Come join us down here. Hello. Ball come in. Burn head flick. He's 1-2 now. The flick ball comes back in from is it Tonali or Langa? Miley's got the ball out wide.
Yeah, my red mate has just texted me and said a little point for Newcastle here and you're in the top 8.
Yeah.
So he's keeping an eye on it. Him in his Karabag game. I think they're 2-0 up last time we checked. So they're safely secure, I think, for the final for the top 8.
Well done, Tonali.
Hoyland.
Oh, that's terrible from PSG.
He's having a good season there. Hoyland.
He is.
Napoli. He's smashing in some goals. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Good from both Marder. I've seen 2 or 3 really good hold-up plays from him. Ramsey wins another. I tell you what, lads, Jacob Ramsey's having a really good game today.
Yeah.
He's playing really well. I'm so impressed with him.
Yeah, he's winning some nice free kicks.
It's not even. It just he's used to the balls really good.
Yeah,
he's running the ball in tight spaces. He's willing to take it and roll the man to keep the ball in possession. He's won the free kicks on the back of that. He's won a number of them, and ball comes in from a free
kick. You need to keep an eye on. You need to keep an eye on.
Willock! What happened? Oh, Willock! What a header!
I haven't seen it, but it flashed up.
Yeah! Yes!
Get in! Joey Willock! I don't believe it.
Get in! Get in! What a header! Go ahead, Joey.
Oh, wow.
Joey.
And boys, that moves us up to 8th in the table.
Boys, you could see, I nearly said it about 30 seconds ago. It panned onto Luis Enrique, and Luis Enrique was complaining to the official. You could see that he was rattled. He knew Newcastle was slowly creeping into this game, and he was trying to get all decisions. Get in. Get in.
What the head
Get the blues out, Pete.
Ghosting in, though, Pete. Ghosting in. That's what we need.
I tell you what, Dan Burn is winning everything in there.
Yes.
Winning everything.
Yes. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Second ball, boys. Second ball. But how many times have we said this? If you're winning your headers off your tall players, whether it be Byrne, Voltemade, you need that person making that run in, the second ball. And there he is. There he is.
Get in there.
Come on.
Get in. Come
Guys,
on.
get that bloody league table up, mate. Get that league table up.
Half time. Newcastle United won. PSG won.
Yeah, right,
get in there, lad.
Let's have a look at this league table. Come on. Where is it? Where is it?
Well, what would you worry?
I'm excited, mate. I'm excited.
So this is where we are in 8th spot at halftime. The games are still ongoing. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City still ongoing.
Boys, are we giving PSG a little handshake here and saying let's take a point each and let's just call it there? Or are we going for the win? Are we going for the 3 points?
It's too dangerous for both clubs, Chris, to do that because anyone below us could pass us out. Both out actually. Nicely poised for that second half now, boys.
Oh yeah, DXLE says we just need 4 teams, about 4 teams not to score, and we'll be in the top 8. Just gotta hope there's no goals anywhere. Oh, here we go. Yeah, DXLE, I'll be honest, I was thinking this myself. He said sell Willock tomorrow for 60 million. Champions League goal scorer. Champions League goal scorer, Joe Willock. Yes.
Lads, let's just...
It's only half time.
You've got to take that. Half time,
Especially
1-1.
with the penalty after 40 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, lads, Benfica 2-1 up against Real Madrid. Just on half time.
Take Willock off now and sell him tomorrow. Peak value.
Lads, I've got to say, other than that moment for the goal and obviously the penalty, I think we've handled things well. I really do think we've handled things well, lads, in that first half.
Tell you what, it was a excuse the penalty here and arguably the goal. It was quite a slow start from us, but I'd say, boy, this is what I was saying to Craig in the chat before. I thought we're passing the ball well round. We're passing the ball round well, even. I'm only on coffee. Passing the ball round well, and we were looking good. We were looking all right. What was the last chance PSG had in the last 15-20 minutes? One team shot into Nick's arms.
Yeah. In the last 10 or 15 minutes, we were the one that was sustaining attacks. We were the one that were in their area. They were trying to counter attack us, and we were the ones blocking that off. And that led to Ramsey getting fouled on the halfway line or just past the halfway line. Brilliant little turn that he got fouled. It's a great ball forward. I think it's Sandro Tonali that plays the ball forward. Underrated. I'm not asking anyone to go over live, but Lee's currently live on TalkSport now, running back this game. So if you want to pop on, he won't pick up. He won't pick up. He probably won't be allowed to, but he won't pick up anyway. But if you want to go on and just remind him what the score is, we can all do that. But maybe not just yet. We can maybe do that at the end of the game. When
loaded raid on TalkSport.
when it's all said and done. But
yeah,
it's a great balling from Tonali. Underrated Dan Burn. The last 3 balls that have gone into the box, he's the one winning them. They can't handle Dan Burn. It has to be the tactic second half. Free kicks, corners, get it on Dan Burn's head. And Willock just ghosts in on the edge of the area. That's what we need, lads. We need midfielders that are willing to risk, take chances in the box and make runs. Because if you make a run, you might get a bit of luck. And we absolutely got that in Willock. It's a brilliant run. It's a brilliant header. And lads, I've got to be honest, that header there reminded me of COVID lockdown.
Yes.
Just arriving in the box, big headers, big goals, big moments.
Always good for a goal.
An absolutely sumptuous slide into the corner, and he's celebrating. And it's a deserved, for me, lads, it's a deserved 1-1 at half time.
Absolutely.
And especially with what the ref, like, because we're getting nothing. As we said earlier, the penalty after 40 seconds, which wasn't a penalty, the yellow card for Lang after he'd given us the free kick, which he couldn't control, the just colliding in with to KK, and Byrne with the foot too high, it wasn't nowhere near him, and Willock with the illegal shoulder. No. So we're doing well in spite of the refs' best efforts.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Can I read out a few comments, boys? I've started a few comments here from people. There's some belter ones in here. There is some belter ones in here. Checkmeister, get in, lads. This formation change could be a masterstroke from Howe with Barnes, Gordon, and Bruno to come on. Great point. Have they shown our pen shout yet? No, but we will keep an eye out for that. Should have been a pen, says Halv Mats. The days when we were that bad, Joe Willock felt like prime Zidane for us. Those were the days, mate. It's so true. I'm gonna. There's a few more stars here, which I quite liked. Magpies Unite game, and he says, "Do you think we should play this formation in the Premier League? It seems to work well up until these first 45 minutes." And bearing in mind, not everybody in the Premier League is like PSG, so let's bear that in mind as well. We're up against an elite team this evening. So, yeah, I'll come to that in a second, boys. I'll just read a few more out. Andrew DB says, play Visser and we will win this game. Voltemade is just no good in this. I think he means system, maybe. Craig Lee says, I haven't said this all season, but I'd keep Alanga and Ramsey on. And I have to agree, boys.
Why sub them?
Yeah.
Why sub them?
Connie Nielsen says, penalty save and a Willock goal. Life ain't over yet. Jeff. And then William Smith, Willock will get the brace. You heard it here first.
Ooh, so that's a big shout from William.
What odds would you have gotten that?
I'll tell you what, he's having a good game. But yeah, boys, I'll come to you first, Pete. Do you think we should play this formation in the Prem? Seems to work. It's early days, but what are you thinking of this formation?
I'll be honest with you, lads. I think this is absolutely a formation we should be using away from home. I think this is a formation that allows us to be brave. It allows us to take risks, but also it has that defensive solidity with the 3 at the back. If I'm Eddie Howe and I'm wanting to really use this moving forward, particularly with the run of games that we've got, I'd be adding a centre back before the end of the window. I know we're not, but I'm saying I'd add another centre back and use this as an option, so you've still got a centre back on the bench that you can use if needed. Because if one of them gets injured, then this whole formation falls flat. But the fact that you've got those 3 centre backs there that are perfect for this system, you want someone else to be able to come in just in case to play this system. Like I'll be honest with you, lads. I'll be playing this against Liverpool. I think we'd get a lot of joy against Liverpool on Saturday, which I might add, people might not be aware, Frimpong went off injured tonight. And they're already down with no Konate through to family circumstances. Frimpong's now injured, so they haven't got a centre-back. Joe Gomez is injured. Bradley's injured. So they haven't got any right-backs. At this moment in time, they haven't got any centre-backs other than Van Dijk. And then they've got the 2 left-backs. So they're going into the game, not saying it's going to make a massive difference, but it could. But just a little update on that. Frimpong went off injured on the Magstyle South chat. Emrica put it in just at half time. So he's obviously keeping an eye on that game. But yeah, it's interesting to think ahead for the game on Saturday. Obviously, something for we need to be aware of. It's just cut a picture of Dan Burn. It's going back to the penalty. Dan Burn at half time going down the tunnel is trying to get the ref's attention. He's obviously clearly talking to lads. There's 2 pens there. I'm sorry. I've just seen the second one with Voltemada. The player behind him, I'm not sure if it's Zay Emery. I can't remember who it was, but literally it might be Marquinhos. His hand's out like that, and it just lands on his hand. If
it's a penalty against us, it has to be the same against them.
Absolutely.
And our one was a bit sceptical. Wonder what's Shay Given saying? Is anyone? In fact, anyone in the chat, tell us what Big Shay's saying. I'm assuming he's talking about that.
Yeah. There's one here as well, boys, from VIP the Romero super chat. He says, "This is horrible. Hall should be playing in midfield, in the midfield 4."
I don't know. I'm not one of those boys. I don't know whether you feel the same. I'm not an advocate of putting Hall in the midfield. I'm really not. I'm really not. He's very good on the ball. He progresses the ball, no doubt. And we know that he's played as a central midfielder younger in his career for Chelsea. But to me, I want him left back. I do, or left wing back, as the case may be. But I see where you're coming from, VIP Divamere. I see what you're saying, but I don't think he's a central midfielder.
I just want Lewis Hall to be the best version of himself as a left back. It's a position we need him to be, and he's excelling in that role. There's no point shifting him into midfield. If we want a midfielder that can do that, there are midfielders out there that we can go and sign. And look, we will buy a midfielder, in my opinion, in the summer. So I would much rather improve in that area by signing someone and just let Lewis Hall be. Just let him grow and develop as a left back. Because I'll be honest with you, lads, he's one of, if not the best left back in the Premier League. Why would we want to shift? Why would we want to shift him into midfield when he's the best at his craft at 21 years old in the league anyway? Let's just let him be what he wants to be in midfield and let him be that driving force from left back and have a different question for the team to answer. Yeah. So that's just kind of my thoughts on it.
Daz, just before I come to you on this, I just want to read what a couple of people have said about what we asked about Shay Given. So Toonami Oz says, ref's a joke. Clonlad says, Shay Given said, if the first is a penno, then the second is a penno. Geordie Toon for Life said, he says it should have been a pen. Ali B says, not great from the ref. He's on about Elanga being booked and then not looking at our penalty shouts. You're killing me with this name. Ginny Burr says players to come off the bench can hold up the play a lot better. Get Visser on. Big Nick has been shocking. Craig Lee says Hall is quality, easily our best player this season. He was a midfielder at Chelsea mostly. Yeah, absolutely. VIP the Romero says we should play 3-4-3 and not 5-4-1. Yeah, sorry, Daz. What were you? Oh, nice one, Ash. What were your thoughts
on which? On the formation?
No, on Lewis Hall being a midfielder.
On Lewis Hall, I absolutely love Lewis Hall. But in midfield, look, I did say I could see him kind of he has the potential to be a Gareth Bale kind of player that move up the pitch. Gareth Bale started at left back as well, and then kind of moved up. It's just I just love the way he goes past people or gets himself out of tricky situations. But I'm happy for him to stay at left back and be our left back forever. And it's to buy a specialised midfielder. When we can. I was going to ask another question then, and I was just trying to get what
Actually, Daz, sorry, just to interrupt. I'm misinterpreting here, and I think we all are, to be fair, what VIP the Romero is saying. Actually, VIP the Romero is saying we should play Hall in the midfield in a 3-4-3. Now, technically,
a
3-4-3 is technically 2 wing backs higher up, isn't it? You could argue, because there's a back 3, and so he's not saying put Lewis Hall in the middle. He's saying put him on that left wing, which technically, I think that's what he's saying.
That's kind of where he is, though. Look at this as a 5-2-3 or what did they say? Look, it's how you view it, but he's kind of playing in that position as it is.
Yeah,
maybe he hasn't gone forward as much yet. But I was going to ask the question, Chris, that let's say we do qualify in the top 8, or it stays as it is, and we get through in the top 8. We know that we're guaranteed more Champions League money. Could that potentially persuade us to roll the dice in this January transfer window, knowing that the money would be coming towards us?
It's a good question. It's a really good question. So what you're saying is, if we were to secure the top 8, would that then influence us in the last 4 or 5 days of the window? Go and sod it. Let's go and get a couple of players in because we're in that last 8. Is that what you're saying? Yeah,
exactly. Because I have to find it again, but yes, here it is. Because if you get in, okay, if you come in the top 8, you get €2 million. If you come to the league phase ranked 9 to 16, you get €1 million. If you get the knockout round playoffs, it's €1 million. If you're in the round of 16, it's 11 million.
What?
So that's big. Yeah, it's 11 million. Here, I'll share screen because it's on the wiki here.
So if we were to finish in the top 8. Not only do we get 2 million for finishing in the top 8, but you get another 11 million because you're playing in the last. In the last 16.
So round of 16, you're getting 11 million. If you in the quarterfinals, you get another 12.5 million.
Wow, that's this
kind of money that would influence you to you know it's coming. So like if you're in the knockout, you don't know you're getting that bump up coming your direction. But if you're in the top 8, then things have changed. So it might influence the potential last couple of days in the window. It's an
outside.
A long shot, but it's potential.
So what Daz has asked Pete, which is it's a good question actually. I hadn't really thought of this. Daz is saying, do you think if we finish in the top 8, therefore guaranteeing the last 16 without having to go through those qualifying rounds, will that excuse me, will that play any part in terms of the last 4 or 5 days of the transfer window with the club knowing they've secured those funds?
It could, and it was. I think it was mooted by one of the journalists that could be a potential. Not that it would be a potential, but it could be, because if you think last season, the money that Villa earned nearly 100 million from the Champions League, but the vast majority of it was from the latter stages, because you get significant money per round and per match than you do in the group stages. So the money just goes up so significantly that they earn a big chunk of money. Obviously, they got to the quarterfinals, so the money goes up again. So if they know that money's almost guaranteed to come in, and it's a big chunk of money that they'll be getting, then they could effectively. You only have to do the amortization on it, and you can get a player out of it. effectively.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
great. So
And like it would like Eddie Howe would be right in his answer that he gave previously, because nothing is guaranteed. But he could, and he's still not going to give a straight answer, but they could potentially be active in the last few days.
It's a good question, Daz. It is a good question because, I hadn't thought of it, to be honest. I hadn't thought about it. But and then obviously you had that TV money on as well, don't you? This is just purely for the qualification of it. But yeah, the TV money, the revenue, all stuff like that.
Spurs have scored.
Yeah, Colin Wiley scored for Spurs. They're in 4th. Newcastle are in 8th. It's not changed our situation.
Yeah.
But just unlucky there. Willock wins the ball, drives forward, plays the ball through to Alanga, but it's just a little bit too much on it, a little bit too far, and it goes back to PSG. But Newcastle again seem to be pushing high, trying to push and pen PSG back in the early stages of the second half. It is absolutely massive 45 minutes to go. And look, lads, on Monday when we did our match preview, if we thought we were 45 minutes away from potentially getting into the last 8 and being in the conversation still with less than 45 minutes to go, we'd have took this all day long, wouldn't we? PSG just engaged in the final third of Newcastle's area. Playing it on the edge, Dembélé out to Mendes. Mendes up against Miley. Miley, brilliant defending. Brilliant defending from Miley. Alanga, let's keep that in, man. Due wins the ball back. Oh, nothing in that. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. We're not going to have that free kick now.
I'm surprised he didn't give a penalty for.
Nice little play out box there. Watch this in a second. Just nice little lofted pass out across his defense out to Lewis Hall.
Safe.
Oh, unlucky. Joe Willock's constantly looking to drive all the way. On the edge of the area, Ramsey. Oh, the keeper spills. Oh, no one is there. Ramsey on the right hand side into the box. He turns his defender. He hits it at goal. It's not the best shot, but the goalkeeper spills it, and it's there, and nobody gambles.
Why isn't Nick in front of the keeper? Paul is the closest.
Get on your toes.
You got to be there. You got to be there.
And this is the problem. This is the problem when you don't have a natural striker through the middle.
We said would have been on that. Like,
the problem is, though, I think Eddie Howe may, in his mind, have a dilemma, and the reason being is because the Eddie Howe will be thinking of Voltemada's height, set pieces.
Yeah.
Set pieces is the way to go. We should be winning free kicks and corners in and around their area and just be aiming it towards Dan Burn, getting Nick Voltemada in and around things to try and get knockdowns. We can't necessarily do the same, and I think that might well be in his thinking. Another win, another flick on from Big Nick. Defender just nicks it off Alanga. That's unlucky there. Benali wins the ball back nicely, plays it back to Nick Pope. Sven Botman takes it off Pope. Probably the worst thing to do in that situation. No! What are you doing, Botman? Well done. Slides back in, wins the ball, goes back to Nick Pope, but Botman gets caught by Desiree Doué on the way down, and Botman and Doué are both down. Botman, he tries to play the ball inside to keep the ball, but it's the pass wasn't on to Alanga. They play it back in towards goal. Oh, that's nasty, that. Oh, he stood on him. He stood on him.
Yeah, yes, actually.
Are they looking at this?
Do we? What's he
He
doing?
stood on him. He literally stood on him.
Botman's okay anyway.
He's okay, but I think he's asking the question.
Again, the ref. That's for the second half list of things that he's not sent in our direction.
Isn't that the same as the Kvaratskhelia one?
Yeah.
It may have been accidental, but it was still a foul. Or he still hurt the player. So isn't that surely a yellow card by the ref's own standards? What's going on there? Lewis Hall got the ball just inside his own half, playing it back to Sven Botman. Botman plays in Hall, but Hall can't get it past the player. Goes out for a throw on the far side. You're right, Mr. Linkfield. The ref has had an absolute shocker tonight. An absolute shock. It's ridiculous. Newcastle have the ball on the right-hand side. Louis Miley just engaging into the PSG half, plays it to Joe Willock. Joe Willock crosses it in. It's a good cross. Alanga just misses it. PSG clear, but Miley wins it back. High up in the half. Ramsey's on the ball now. Plays it back to Miley on the right. Playing it across. Plays it back to Ramsey. Ramsey to Alanga. Alanga to Chow. Playing some nice triangles here. Lovely turn again from Jacob Ramsey into Alanga. Alanga comes inside, plays it to Voltemada. Voltemada holds it up to Ramsey. Nice little passage of play there. Oh, just gets a nick off the defender and PSG win the ball. And then they're off. Sven Botman's across. Hakimi's into the box. Botman's with him. Hakimi's still there. Botman's with him. Botman gets the block. Edge of the area. Can't see what it is. Is it Doué? Hall gets a big block, then Botman gets a big header, and it's a free kick to Newcastle United. Lovely. Good. Lovely stuff. Really well defended from Sven Botman because Hakimi was in and he was running with pace.
Yeah.
Botman did really well, showed really good pace to get there. He knew if he'd have gone to dive in, he would have known, yeah, that's a free kick, just watching that back. Doué's just giving him little elbow in the side to Tonali. And
his eyes only on Tonali, not on the ball. And that's the second time in the space of 5 minutes.
He's done it a few times. Even when he came on, he's been doing it a little bit, Doué, been a bit nasty off the ball. But going back to the point, Sven Botman, he sprints to get out there, but he knows if he slides in, he's probably going to get a yellow or Hakimi nicks it past him. So he stands himself up and just holds him up. Just really, really smart defending from Botman. Allows the players to come back in, and then we defend the ball and win the free kick. Just lovely stuff. So just on the turn of 56 minutes, Newcastle United 1, PSG 1. Ball gets lofted long from the free kick to Voltemada. He lets it run behind him and then tries to get onto it, and it just runs out for a throw-in high up in PSG's half. Hakimi plays it to Zaire Emery, I believe, and it just gets launched forward from PSG, sorry. Very much a long ball game, that. Oh, Willock's in. Willock's in. He scores. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. He has the ball in the net.
He'll go to VAR, I assume.
Is he? Oh, he might just be off, but it's tight. Are they already giving it? Yeah, it's off. Damn it.
Yeah.
Lovely play. Lovely play.
He's ahead.
Just ahead. It's a nice finish, though. Comes in off the left. Really good finish. Big tackle from Miley.
That would have been a Willock second.
Yeah. That would have been a brilliant to score that one.
Well done, Miley.
But yeah, Miley really well recovered there. Barcola running on that left-hand side. Tries to drive inside. Miley, big sliding tackle out for a throw-in. PSG now have it just inside Newcastle's half. Playing the ball out to Doué on the right-hand side, Newcastle's left. He's going at Horde, whips the ball in. Nobody there. It was quite deep, that pass. And I don't think... Did he keep it in, Mendes? He did. He's in the box now. He's just turned. He's played it. And Emery just blazes it wide, luckily for Newcastle United.
It's okay.
Mendes was really, really well to work it inside. He then turns Miley. He goes to make the cross. He feints, puts back inside, and plays it with his right foot. Comes off a Newcastle defender out to Emery, Zaire Emery, just inside the box, and he just slices it wide of the goal. Never any trouble for Newcastle, that one. But Chris, you missed the goal. Newcastle scored, but it was ruled out by Willock.
I went and got some more scouts, and then they shouted Lisa and Callum in the living room were like, it's 2-1, and I was like, oh fucking hell. Because the way they celebrated it was like it was PSG. And I was like, oh my God. But it do you know what? Why didn't it go to VAR? Because they called offside. And I was like, oh, they mustn't have VAR. And then I was like, oh no, they do have VAR because they went to it for the penalty. Why did they rule it out so quickly? Most of it looked it did look offside, but it wasn't like obvious. No, not obvious.
You would have thought they'd about to use the line. The goalkeeper's just taking a kick and just literally sliced it, fell over. It's ran straight through to Pope, and Newcastle have the ball again. Lovely ball inside. Oh, Voldemort, what are you doing? It's a lovely ball from Botman, and he just tries to play an inside pass to nobody. Now they're in the area. Barcola's in the ball on his left foot, and he blazes it over. If I'm Botman, I'm having a word with Voldemort there because he needs to be holding that ball up.
Terrible.
It's really poor. And the problem is that because he doesn't hold that ball up and do that job, all of a sudden they're bang straight on the counter again. And we can't afford for that to happen. Barcola cuts in on his left. He then smashes it over the bar. Doesn't really trouble Newcastle in the end, but you've got 3 or 4 defenders having to try and get round him to put a block in. It should never have happened. Benfica have gone 3-1 up against Real Madrid. Yeah.
He played a pretty strong lineup as well. I checked the lineup. It looked pretty decent.
Good hold-up play from Malanga. Plays it to Voldemort. Voldemort plays it out to Miley. Miley can't get there, but it finds its way back inside, and Sven Botman finds Miley again. Looked like it was a foul on Jacob Ramsey, but the Newcastle had the ball, so we play on, but it doesn't work out to anything, and Newcastle give the ball back to PSG, which is at their goalkeeper. The goalkeeper launches it. Dan Burn wins the header. No, it's not a free kick. Dan Burn wins the header. The ball bounces towards Willock. Willock knocks it past the defender, but the defender goes down. It's so soft, and they just straight up give the free kick straight away.
Yeah.
Barcelona 2-1 up.
There we go. Okay. There we go.
So that changes things.
We're down to 9th.
We're 9th. Okay.
So they've just done the whatchamacallit. They've just done the line. They've just showed the lines, and he was offside. Willock's now on the left. He's driving forward. He's on the byline. Just played it back to Burn. Burn's back there. He just played a ball into the box. Alanga's up high. He doesn't get there. No one really around it for the second ball. Willock's having some game.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Some game tonight. He really is playing well. Brilliant. We are currently in 9th as it stands.
NJ Naiboa. He's I hope I pronounced that right, NJ Naiboa. He says, this is for the taken, boys. Do you know what? This little period that I'm watching now, this feels like the last 10, 15 minutes of the first half. You know, we're not, I wouldn't call them half chances, but you know, we're looking pretty decent in possession. Yes, we keep giving the ball away, and yes, PSG are pushing us, but this isn't like it was in the first 15, 20 minutes where it was just sheer domination. And we Pete, you said it at the very start. I'm sure you said it's going to be a long night, but we've turned that screw. We have turned that screw.
Nick Pope has been quiet for the last 40 minutes or so.
Yeah, PSG have had a couple of moments just then, just where they're playing balls into the box. Alanga's just giving it away really cheaply. And Vitinha has a strike from 30 yards, but it's comfortable for Nick Pope. But yeah, just had a couple of chances where they've just crossed the ball into the box. We've dealt with it well, but it's just a little bit of pressure that's been added onto Newcastle. We've played it short. Burn sweeps the ball out with his right foot. Gets played to Voltemade, who doesn't hold it up. It's now back to Barcola on the edge of the area. He tries to play in Dembélé, but he gets the pass all wrong, and it ends up back with Newcastle. But they just keep giving the ball away again. PSG back on it. Dembélé on the edge of the area tries to curl it into the far corner, but it's well over the bar. It just seems like we get the ball back and then we're just giving it them back and then they're just coming on the attack. It just feels like that the last 5 minutes. We're just easily giving them possession back and we're giving them an opportunity to feel like they can keep attacking us. We didn't need to be doing that. It's just confirmation of Barcelona going 2-1 up. Gordon and Barnes are stripped and ready to come on, lads.
Here we go.
Gordon and Barnes are stripped and ready. Not sure what they're going to plan to do here. Wonder if Voltemade is coming off and maybe Gordon down the middle.
Perhaps.
Barnes for Alanga, maybe. So yeah, with Barca's goal being confirmed, we need to win in order to go through.
Daz, you know in the league table,
yeah,
is there anybody who's in that top 8 who could easily drop out of the top 8?
I've been looking at that. Spurs. We need a Spursy Spurs and they're playing Frankfurt. So let me bring up the table again, and you'll see.
Spurs and Barcelona are the only two, lads. Spurs and Barcelona. They're the ones that we need in that top 8 more than anybody.
Spurs are winning 1-0. If they were to draw, let's say, they drop 2 points.
Yeah, Man City are home and hose. Oh.
It still would be enough. It still would be enough. The Spurs have to lose.
Yeah.
And Barcelona have to draw. So we need Copenhagen or we need Frankfurt to score 2, sorry. That's kind of how it looks right now if we want to finish in the top 8. Unless we go and get the next goal. If we go and score, then it puts us right back in the driving seat. PSG on the attack again on their right or left. Dembélé, 25 yards out, plays it inside to Emery. Marquinhos on the right-hand side, chips a ball over the top to Neves, but Hall handles him well. Tonali gets the ball back to Hall.
Chelsea's now 2-2.
Plays it.
Yeah.
Does that change the league? I don't think it changes for us.
They're just behind us.
Yeah.
If they were to get it one more, they'd jump ahead of us.
Oh, PSG just put one wide from Dembélé, really close. It's a good cross in from Nuno Mendes. It's a low whipping cross. It beats Chow, and Dembele's there, and he hits it first time on the volley with his left foot, and it just goes past the post. Very lucky there. But Gordon's on. Alanga and Willock come on. I think it's harsh for Willock, especially. Alanga and Willock have both played well today. They've had good games.
People were saying Willock is out of energy, so that could be
quite possibly. He hasn't played a lot of football recently, and the first choice lads are on to try and win the game for Newcastle. It's as simple as that.
Willock looks disappointed, and rightly so. He's played well tonight.
He's done well though.
Yeah, he has.
So does this see a change in formation?
I don't think it should. Barnes is on the right, Gordon's on the left. I think everything's the same, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Newcastle really throw him behind. Yeah, Gordon on the left, Voldemort up top, Barnes on the right. That's how it looks right now.
Yeah,
it was nice actually. Willock coming off, he was getting some applause from people in the crowd. Newcastle staff were applauding him as well. That's a nice moment for him because he'll need that. I think PSG are preparing Gonzalo Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos is about to come on, so be interesting to see who comes on for, whether it's for Dembele or Barcola. Gordon's won the ball high up. He's tried to play in Barnes. Defenders sweep it clear. Byrne plays it back into the middle. Chow makes the tackle. It's back into the middle. A little bit of pinball here. It's going back and forth. But PSG in João Neves put it out for a throw for Newcastle just inside PSG's half. It looks like Gonzalo Ramos is coming on for Barcola. So it may well mean that Dembele goes out onto the right. Gonzalo Ramos will play through the middle. Like he doesn't play out wide. He's very structured. He is a striker. So I imagine he'll be down the middle now. So you've got a sharpshooter that we've got to be wary of. As Chow goes to play the ball long. And it rebounds off Doué. Pope collects in the box quite comfortably. And now Pope hits it long into the middle of the park. Gordon doesn't really jump for the header, and they win it quite comfortably. Now it's back to PSG's goalkeeper, who hasn't been comfortable tonight at all. Ramos gets the flick on, but it's only to Dan Byrne. Pope's got the ball now, launches it long. Miley attempts to win the ball, finds its way back to Botman to Pope. And Pope is about to launch it long again. Launches it to Barnes. Pancho wins the header. Go on, Barnes, get at him. Chow with the ball back in the middle of the park. Holding it up nicely. Plays in Miley. Nice for Miley. Plays it back to Ramsey. Ramsey to Miley. We're trying to keep a little bit of possession. Oh, Ramsey played the ball. It was a difficult ball there for Botman. Is it Botman? No, for Byrne, sorry.
Just a little comment there for AVFC 2026. Who are you playing tonight, mate? Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're not in it. Never mind. As you were, son. As you were.
And we're not out of it either.
We're by Newcastle. We're still in it. This is like a win-win. We're still in the playoffs. It's not like we get kicked out completely.
Yeah.
That was a ridiculous comment.
And anyway, you should want us to be in the Champions League top 5 and keep us away from ye. Well, we're not going to get anywhere near you anytime soon. Anyway, in the
looks like game over for Barca. Barca 3-1 now.
Yeah,
just come up. We expected it against Copenhagen. I don't think anyone really expected Copenhagen to win that, especially at the new camp. It was always going to be a difficult one.
We have to do it ourselves.
Yeah, that's it. Simple as that. We have to go out and do the business ourselves, lads.
And we've given ourselves a chance, boys. We're still in the game. What? We're 70 minutes in, and it's still 1-1 at the Parc de Princes. Nobody would have, me especially, nobody would have thought that we'd be in this position right now. Really wouldn't.
Absolutely. We've got nearly 900 people watching us tonight. Thank you so much for people tuning in. It was great to see you all a part of the chat. If you haven't already, if you're on X, please come onto YouTube. Just click the like. If you want to go back onto X, that's fine. Come and give us a like. We much appreciated it. If you're new to the channel, not watched it before, give us a subscribe. As Gordon takes a hit. Oh, it's a good save from the keeper. It is quite central, but it's hit from distance, 25 yards out with power, and he just palms it away. PSG.
Like that Ginola goal. The shot from distance there.
Yeah, good shot. Yeah, good shot.
Yeah. Good effort. Quite central, but it's forced a save from the goalkeeper. It's forced him to push it out wide. PSG back on the attack again. The one thing we haven't had a lot of, lads, is set pieces second half. We need to be trying to win. We need to be driving and trying to win some set pieces that we can get on the end of.
I don't think we've had the corner, have we?
Sorry?
I don't think we've had the corner, have we?
In the second half, I don't think we have. Maybe one early on. I don't think
we did in the first half.
I remember Hall taking one.
Yeah, we have had a corner.
Oh, did we have one corner?
Gordon's played long and Gordon's got it out wide on the left. He's played in Barnes. Barnes is now in the centre. Played in Ramsey. Oh, it's blocked out for a corner.
Oh, we have got one now. I caught it in.
Nice counter-attacking play from Newcastle. Gordon runs it, wins it high up, plays in Barnes. Barnes then plays in Ramsey. Ramsey then goes to hit it with his left foot. He's going across goal. Gets blocked by Marquinhos, out for a corner. Ooh.
Should he have played? I'm watching the replay, Pete. Should he have had a little look up and played in Voldemort there? Maybe.
Possibly.
I think he should have shot. He did the right thing in shooting. It's just it was.
It's a good block.
Are you on about Barnes? Or are you on about Ramsey?
No, Ramsey, because Voldemort's like this, asking for it, and then
he's a bit behind though.
Who went to ground then? Oh, is it over Tonali? You got to hit the target there, man. No pressure as well. Hold on. They're looking at. Is the ref waiting for something? Penalty? Oh, he's being pushed. Burn gets pushed.
Burned.
I've just seen it live. I've just seen it live. Again. He's asking for it.
He gets held.
Yeah. He pushes him over.
He gets held and pushed. What's going on here?
Never get this one.
Weiser's about to come on. Is he coming on for Voldemort?
They're not showing the replay.
No.
Not going to VAR.
They did show the replay, but it's not gone to VAR. VAR, I think, have checked it. Voldemort running towards goal with the ball. He smashes it, gets blocked by a PSG defender. It's the first time I've seen Voldemort actually run at goal with the ball at his feet. Picked it up in that little
there now.
Picked it up in the pocket. Miley to Tonali. Tonali's wide out right. Plays it into Barnes. Barnes holds it up. Plays back to Tonali. Tonali crosses, visits it in. Goalkeeper misses it. This goalkeeper, I tell you what, he is not comfortable on this ball. Lovely 1-2 with Hall and Burn. Ball into the box. Where are we? Just always seems to fall to a PSG defender every time. Every time. It's now back to Pope. Pope to Chow on the right-hand side. A little bit more of a sustained attack from Newcastle. Miley inside to Voldemort. Back to Miley. Voldemort's on the ball, holding it up. Plays it down the line to Miley. Miley's running now. He's ahead. He's ahead of Emery. He turns back in. Plays it inside to Ramsey. Ramsey's to Tonali. Tonali plays it out wide. The ball wasn't really onto Barnes there. Gets blocked by PSG and they win it back. Tonali now pressing high with Voldemort.
Voldemort is so much better when he's deeper, isn't he? He's so much better when he's deeper. Holds the ball up, lays it off, and then you get your runners gone.
He was dangerous running on that there.
I'd still take him off though. No.
I'd love. Do you know what, boys? Talking of experimenting, I'd love to see Johan Vista come on not for Voldemort. I'd love to see it. I would love to see it just to give, these last 15 minutes a little.
Who are you taking off then?
Well,
Ramsey?
probably Ramsey. But who's then in your pivot? You'd have to go to a 4 and put Miley in the centre.
PSG got the ball on the edge of the box. Vitinha plays it out wide to Dembele. Dembele cuts inside. Great block from Hall. He's still got it though. Is it Emery? Is that Emery? Is that Vitinha? Vitinha now's on the ball with Tonali chasing him down. Ball back out wide to Doué. Doué crosses it in. Great header by Chow. Now it's back to Hakimi. Hakimi to Dembele. And the ball gets hit over the bar from Vitinha. Tottenham are now 2-0 up. It's all on us, boys. It's all on us. It is what it is. It's all on us now. A sub is about to be made. I think Jan Wiese is about to come on. Not sure who for. Baltimore.
I could hazard a guess.
Yeah. Big Nick's already walking towards the touchline. And Wiese is on.
Well, no excuses not to force questions of this PSG backline. Now we've got a brand new front three on, haven't we? In Barnes, Gordon, and Wiese. So let's just go with them, boys. Here, Terpi Marciano, Wiese with the winner. Let's hope.
Love that.
Let's hope.
What other throw of the dice do we have? Bruno, Asuna for a bit of madness.
I don't think Bruno's coming on, lads. I don't think it's coming on. I'll be honest with you. I think the performance of Jacob Ramsey tonight has maybe made Howe's decision to not bring him on, to not risk him in this game. I think Jacob Ramsey's played really well tonight.
Yeah, he's done well.
I don't see a need to bring him off right now. I think he's been good with the ball. I think he's connected well. I don't see a need to bring Bruno on, if I'm being honest with you. It would be a risk, and I don't think it's a risk worth taking right now with the way we're playing. We're creating chances. Hall's won the ball, and he's played in Tonali, and Tonali's driving down the left-hand side. He tried to play it in. It took a little nick off the PSG defender. It was coming towards Barnes, and he just misses it. But Mendes just turns Miley, and he's now coming inside. He's just approaching the 18-yard box. Dembele on the 18-yard box. We're all backing off, but he plays it inside, and Botman wins it comfortably. Plays it back out to Tonali on the left. Tonali holds up play for a second, plays it into Gordon. Gordon into Ramsey. Ramsey now to Miley. Miley then across the back line to Chow. Chow back into Ramsey. Ramsey turns, finds Burn. Burn inside to Hall. Hall to Burn. Burn's doing the underlap, and Burn's driving down the left-hand side. He's driving towards goal. He plays in Gordon on the edge of the area. Go on, have a shot. Gordon, he goes down. Are we taking a look? He gets caught. He's just about to hit it with his left. He gets caught.
What's he saying, Pete? What's he saying?
They're not looking.
They're playing on. They're playing on at the moment.
Is that because it's live in play, though? The ball?
The ball's still in play. I tell you what, he gets caught with his left foot. I don't know what's being said. I'm not seeing. I'm not hearing the commentary, so I don't know what's being said.
Who was it who came across? Here we go. Marquinhos doesn't get the ball. Doesn't get the ball.
It doesn't look like it. That's.
Yeah, check over.
I bet the class and that is a bloody shoulder barge, aren't they?
He does get caught. PSG now just playing it across the line to the right-hand side. Hakimi plays it wide. Ball gets into the box. Vitinha is there. He plays the ball in, but he gets easily cleared. Inter Milan now winning. Ball into the box from Doué. Brilliant.
That takes Paris out. That takes PSG out of the top 8. Inter winning.
Ooh.
So so both teams now need a win.
How's the table looking, Daz? Terpi Marciano was asking.
Yeah.
What's it looking like as we
I'll flash it up here.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Both teams now out the top 8. PSG
Lads, I'm going to be honest. I'm looking at that.
It's changed it again. Someone else has scored. Chelsea have scored 3-2.
Oh,
So Chelsea now up to 6. We're down to 11. It doesn't matter if we got a goal, we jump up to we'd go up to past Barcelona on goal difference.
Jesus, we'd be 5th.
Come on, lads.
Yep. Maybe we'll keep this on screen for a while because it's going to go chop and change in the last.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Get a bit bigger.
Yeah, good idea. That's a good idea.
Hakimi on the right hand side plays it into Dembele. Dembele coming in. Hakimi chips it into the box. Gonzalo Ramos plays it up into the air, but Pope comes out to collect it. Big collection from Nick Pope there. Brilliant stuff. Ciao to Miley.
Tell you what, Real Madrid are skating on thin ice as well, aren't they? Real Madrid. One goal in our game, or even the Sporting game, of dropping off the top 8.
Yeah, or probably even below that again. Yeah, even if Juventus scored.
Yeah.
Nuno Mendes plays it into Vitinha in the middle of the park. Plays it into Emery. Oh, no, sorry. João Neves. Back out to Doué. Doué on the left-hand side.
Tapey Marciano says, think there's a winner here. Don't see it finishing level. DXL says, if it stays as it is right this moment, we play Karabag.
I take it. Give me that now.
Right now. Wrap it
Give
up
me
now.
that now. DXL, make it happen. Make that happen. Do not deny us.
Let's just
At one point, it was Marseille. At one point, it was Marseille. But if it is Karabag,
Andrew Ford says, get Bruno on to score the winner.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Ball played inside. Well mopped up by Jacob Ramsey. I tell you what, Jacob Ramsey's had a cracker tonight. And we're on the counter. Hall playing in Gordon. Gordon on the left-hand side. He's ahead of his defender, ahead of Marquinhos. He's into the box. He's played it backwards to Barnes. Barnes hits it. Keeper saves. Oh, that's a great bit of play.
I'm still waiting for this to happen.
It's a good save from the goalkeeper, but it's lovely play. It's lovely play.
Oh my God, he's in. He's in. Oh my God.
It's a good save. It's a good save from the keeper. Barnes really can't do much else. PSG have gone right back up the other end with Dembele and Zaire. Dembele tries to play it cross goal to nobody, but Botman doesn't know that, and he's blocked it for a corner. So it's a PSG corner. But yeah, Barnes is in. It kind of just nicks up just as he hits it. So he's almost hitting it on the half volley. So it's not as easy as it may have looked, but he's hit it. It's quite central. It's quite central. It's not in the corner. So it is a quite comfortable save for the goalkeeper. Mbaye's on from I don't know who's gone off. From Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery's gone off.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. João Neves has gone off. Zaire Emery's gone off.
Vitinha on the edge of the box, hits it, gets a slight deflection. It helps Pope collect it quite comfortably. Yeah, gets a little nick from Lewis Hall. Pope collects it comfortably.
Yeah, Mbaye and Mayulu have come.
Great ball from Botman. Gordon's in again on that left-hand side. He's past Marquinhos. He's in on the edge. He's in on the edge. He shoots. He gets deflected. Barnes. Oh, he's out. He missed it. Barnes. Oh, Barnes. How have you missed that? Barnes. That's the chance, boy. That's the chance. Oh,
yeah. Oh, what a ball from Botman. What a ball.
Deflects up, Barnes is there. It's spinning. He tries to hit. He's not.
Harvey, no.
Poor.
No.
The connection's poor. Barnes, man. He's your guy. That's your guy you would think would put that away.
On his right peg as well. On his right peg.
Oh, God.
There's no way the keeper's saving that. No way. If he gets that on target, it's in. It's goal. Oh. That keeper is fucking awful, isn't he? Even when you watch the replay, he's dreadful. Oh, boys. Is that the chance we're going to think about later?
Ramsey's just giving the ball away, just bit cheaply. Dembele's just now playing in Hakimi. Hakimi plays it across goal, bounces up from a deflection. Botman with a big headed clear. Hall then wins the ball off Dembele, but then he tries to do too much and gets crowded out by 3 players. PSG now on the other side with the ball. Is it Mbaye gets the ball, plays it in, we clear it. Weiss has got the ball on the edge of our own area, but he's driving now on the right-hand side, driving towards the halfway line with the ball. He goes down. Is it a free kick or is it a throw-in? I think he tries to win the free kick more than anything, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Luis Enrique must hate us.
Botman's down. In fact, he's just got back up. Not sure if it was a bit of shithousery or he's got a bit of cramp. Not sure. But Botman has been an absolute colossal tonight. He's been brilliant. He's been really, really good. Burn. You know what? Burn's been missing for 6 weeks. He looked good tonight. He's looked really, really good. Really good. Big, physical, strong. It is a Newcastle free kick just inside on the right-hand side, right near the technical areas. It's getting lumped long by Sandro Tonali. It's getting
Here we go.
Long.
Club Brugge or Galatasaray Coventry says
Botman headers, Burn headers, but they just hack it clear. You can see PSG are worried when we get in situations like that, and we've got Burn and we've got Botman that can potentially get on the end of it. You can tell how worried they look. We probably should have gone more direct and tried to ask the keeper a question.
Oh, that header's poor. Oh.
Long ball, out wide. Hakimi's on it, up against Hall. Hall marshals him out. Ball gets played back inside. Is that Doué back inside? Dembele's out on the left. He plays it wide. Gets blocked by Chow. I'm not sure who the player is on the ball. I think it's Mbaye and Mayulu. Mayulu on the ball.
Throw.
4 minutes has it on, boys.
Nuno Mendes.
Table again.
Nuno Mendes.
That's a change.
Vitinha.
I can hear our Callum going mental.
Everton turned in this though, Chris.
No. He's watching the game. I can hear him shouting.
Dembele. Blazes it over the bar. They work the ball onto the right-hand side. Dembele, he just hits it because he's got Burn breathing down his neck. He just blazes it over the bar. Goal kick to Newcastle.
Oh,
6-0 Liverpool.
6-0.
Yeah. Is that why he's going mad? Is he a
Possibly.
secret red?
Oh no, he hates Liverpool. He's probably
finish.
going mad over that Dembele chance. It was a good chance, that. Good chance.
Dembele now breathing down again. But brilliant block by Newcastle. I think it was Botman this time. Gets cleared out, but PSG trying to pump it back in. They're trying to pump it in to the box. Hall's trying to hold off Dembele, who seems to be on the ball a lot now. They're giving it him and Vitinha. They're trying to create something through those two. Is that Mayulu on the ball? Hakimi's trying to play a ball in, blocked by Hall, out for a throw-in. And Mayulu, I think, is that Mayulu? Plays a 1-2, but back from a throw-in. Or is it Marquinhos? Plays it out for a Newcastle throw. So Newcastle have got... Oh, I think we're going to rue that Barnes chance.
A minute and a half to go.
Newcastle throw, yeah.
Newcastle have got a free kick just inside their own half. If I'm Newcastle, I am getting all those boys up and I'm pumping that long. Yeah, Tonali's got it.
Burn is already on the way.
Burns on the way, but I think Tonali, and not Tonali, Botman was just asking the question, do I go? Do I go up or not? He's up.
You might as well. It's the same.
They've asked someone to stay back. I'm not sure if it's Miley. They've asked someone to stay back just on Dembele. Tonali pumps it long. Ball's in the air. Burn gets ahead. Botman's there. No! How is that a free kick? He wins the ball fairly. They pulled Burn up for the free kick.
Have you met the referee? That's why.
Oh, he's kind of just put his... Marquinhos has tried to play for that free kick. He's got his arms there to kind of protect himself. Hall wins the ball back lovely on the edge of the area. Coming towards the end of the 4 minutes of extra time, lads. And the ref couldn't wait to blow the whistle. He couldn't wait to blow the whistle. It was like 2 seconds past 4 minutes. And he just blows it up straight away. It's a great point for Newcastle United. It's a really well-deserved draw. Could have and probably should have been more.
Are we back at Parc?
Where are we? Oh, Liverpool Tottenham, is that? No, it can't be. No, it can't be.
No, that's let's wait for this to settle. I think. No.
So Arsenal are full time. Bayern Leverkusen are full time against Villarreal.
Yeah.
Tottenham are full time. Liverpool are full time. PSV Eindhoven are full time. We're full time, and Atalanta Union Saint Gua. But it looks like at the moment it is Karabag in the playoffs.
Oh, I'd love that. I would love that. Yeah, Liverpool Karabag's full time. Sporting have scored, haven't they? So does that change the situation for Sporting?
That moves them up. Yeah, they're through.
They're in top 8. So does that push Real out? Yeah, Real on in the top 8.
Real out. Yeah.
Wow. What a result.
Wait for these games to finish before we know for sure.
City scrape through into that top 8. Benfica, as it stands, going out.
Yeah, we're
what the hell? How are Benfica going out?
We're getting Karabag, lads. If you look at it here, we're 12th. That's not going to change unless there's a goal here in the Athletic match. And Karabag are 22nd. So the third one from the bottom, and we're the third one from the...
They were 4th from the top.
And this has changed it again. So...
Is this Villa fans putting cry? We're still in the Champions League. What do you mean? It's ridiculous.
What's happening?
We're still in the Champions League. It's ridiculous.
And we're about to play Karabag, by the way. AVFC. As it stands.
Yeah.
Can you just zoom that in, guys? Make it a little bit bigger?
Yeah.
Oh, Sporting as it stands, someone's saying.
No,
it won't be Sporting. It won't be Sporting. Sporting in the top 8.
They're true. And it's like, I think it's, well, can PSG play Monaco?
Well, I've got it up on mine actually because I couldn't see that because it was quite small.
Yeah, I don't think that's up to date.
Yeah, well, no, it is. It has been changing as a refresher.
Yeah. So at the moment, Yeah. So we play Karabag, and PSG have got Monaco. As it stands, that's how it is.
I'm just going down through.
I mean, I'd rather play Karabag than Monaco. I have to be honest. But the only thing that confuses me though is if we're fourth.
The only game left so there's a few games left to play. So there's Atletico Madrid that are losing at home to Bodo Glimt. That's in the 8th minute of extra time. Benfica, Real Madrid, that's in 2 minutes of extra time. And then you got Paphos against Slavia Prague, that's in 9 minutes of extra time. Then the only 3 games left to play. So if it is the Atletico Madrid game that's affecting where we finish, that should be finishing anytime soon. So once that's full time, which it is, it's full time now. So it looks like it should be Karabag in the knockouts, lads.
How was it?
It does look that way.
How are we playing? I nearly said Karabag then. That's what the boys call it. How are we playing Karabag when Karabag are 4th from bottom and we're 3rd from bottom and we're 4th from bottom in the top of our group? So you see there we're 4th out the 16. They're 3rd from the bottom. So wouldn't we play Monaco? Or does it not work like that?
I don't know.
Because I assume
unless this is
whoever finishes 9th would play whoever finishes 24th.
Let's see, does this get updated anyway?
It's gonna say Monaco, innit? I hope it's not. I want to play Karabag.
Lads, if it's been chopping and changing as it's been going along,
it has.
The only game that's still left to be finished is the Benfica Real Madrid. Everyone else is full time. So it's already lads. It has to be that because it's already put in who's playing in the round of 16. So it's already Barcelona, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, Sporting Man City, Arsenal, Bayern, Chelsea, Barcelona. Is that?
But they're the top 8, aren't
they? They're the possibles. So this is what I'm saying, because the league's already done. They've already put them in. They've already put them in for the round of 16.
Put them in because they're done. Yeah,
because they're already in place. So this must be how it is. This must be because it says knockout playoffs.
Yeah, no one is confirming anything yet on Twitter. So I think everyone.
I'm just worried we might have Monaco.
So the only game that's still going is Benfica Real Madrid. It's the only one that's left.
Yeah, So as it stands, boys, just to give you a bit of jeopardy here, Benfica needs another goal to get in the top 24. If it stays as it is, Benfica finished 25th because they're behind on goal difference.
Yes.
He needs another goal, and Real Madrid obviously want another goal because they want to. Well, saying that, will a point get Real Madrid into the top 8? Does it?
Yes. It will.
Yeah, it does. Fucking hell! So they both need the goal. If it stays as it is, it's no good.
They'll be playing all night. They'll want Real Madrid in the top 8. They won't blow it up. It's still going because it's on TNT now.
Past 5, isn't it? Past 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
The ball is in the net.
Rui Costa in the crowd.
So we need Real to get another goal.
Yeah, so Real needs a goal to get in the top 8, and Benfica needs another goal to get in the top 24. Tell you what, it's harsh though, isn't it? It's harsh on Benfica. They don't beat Real Madrid and they still don't get in the top 24.
Another Real Madrid player sent off.
Who was
Rodrigo.
that? Tell you what,
Rodrigo.
that'll have big implications for whoever played Real Madrid, because that's the second res, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's he doing here? Blow the whistle, ref.
Yeah, this is delayed even more.
Blow the whistle.
I'm watching the game now. It's cut to that game.
Yeah.
It's cut to the game, so I'm just watching the Benfica Real Madrid game.
6.5 minutes.
Mourinho's at it.
Oh, God, yeah, Mourinho. Yeah, of course. We were unlucky there, by the way.
It's still says Karabag in that thing. It's mad. Don't get it.
I hope to God we play Karabag. It's looking like we might be playing.
I think it does. Benfica score. Benfica scored.
No.
4-2.
Benfica have just scored. So Benfica are now in the top 24.
Wow.
Who does that knock out, Pete?
I'm just looking at the
Marseille.
Marseille out.
Gone. Marseille gone. Benfica in.
Seeds with Benfica
They are going mental. Mourinho
loving it.
Going mental.
Wow. Keepers up. The goalkeeper. It doesn't actually mean much for us, Clon lads. But this was the
game
final.
over.
Yeah, this was the final tie of the night. So what it's meant is Real Madrid are not in the top 8, and Benfica have just crept into the top 24 at the expense of Marseille. So the final thing should be done now.
Was the keeper that scored?
The keeper scored.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Oh my God, the keeper with the header. It was the keeper with the header.
Yeah.
I thought it was the defender.
Hey, it was the keeper with the header. What a header.
It was. Oh my God.
Brilliant header.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant header.
the ball boy is off.
I've just seen
No
him celebrate the defender near him. I thought it was the defender that got the big header on it.
Oh, class.
Oh my God.
God. Last kick of the game to keep you in the Champions League. Jesus.
Can we make an offer for that keeper in the summer?
God, great header from the keeper, says Mark Dennis.
Turbin.
Cracking header from the keeper. Yeah, so Poco Man asks, who are we likely to play then? So according to this, it's saying we're playing Karabag, but according to, well, what I think is the maths, I would have thought we were playing Monaco, but hopefully all will be confirmed in due course.
Yeah, we still think it's Karabag, yeah.
So does that, if you zoom in on that, does that say Monaco or Karabag, and then PSG or Newcastle?
It does say that. That's why it's very confusing. But because it also says the same thing down here.
But it's got it lined up. It's got it lined up with Newcastle and Karabag.
Yeah, and both.
And it's got it lined up with PSG and Monaco. So
boys,
it gives you the impression that they're the teams that you're playing against.
Boys, people in the chat are saying we play Monaco or Karabag and it's a draw on Friday. And then Terpi Marciano says it's Karabag or Monaco. There's a draw on Friday.
Is that changing rules then?
Terpi says, finally. Well done. There is a draw which will decide between the two. And then Terpi's putting capitals. There's a bloody draw on Friday. Sorry, Terpi. That's my fault, that, mate. There is a draw on Friday. You can play only one of the two teams.
Well, we know what we want.
Well, fucking right, we do, yeah. So basically, we're hoping for Karabag, and we're hoping that PSG get Monaco. That's what we're hoping. And then, yeah, Sophie B's put, yeah, guaranteed we get Monaco. That would feel probably likely. So, but that's interesting, boys. So let's have a look at the others. Here we are. So Karabag. So Karabag or Monaco will play Newcastle or PSG.
Yeah.
Bruges or Galatasaray will play Juventus or Atletico Madrid. Bodo Glimt or Benfica will play Real Madrid or Inter Milan. Jesus. Borussia Dortmund or Olympiacos will play Atalanta or Leverkusen. And that's it.
Yeah.
And if we were to go through, we'd have to play, like, let's say we get through, we'd have to play Barcelona or Chelsea.
Yeah. Judging from that. But then you'll see that it's a bit further down. We appear again.
Yeah, so we can't play both, so it'd be one of the two.
No, but I mean further down on the left, our names appear again.
Yeah.
See?
Sorry. Chelsea or Barcelona.
I'm with you. Sorry. I didn't realize they were repeated. Just seen a funny comment there from Poco Man. He says Karabag would probably play a low block and we'll lose.
So we want Monaco now, is it?
Jesus.
Let's not.
It's funny because it's true.
That's a great point.
Let's not wish that into existence.
That's a great point.
They're still a good side, though. They're still a good side.
They are a good side.
They are a good side. Final boss. Give us Chelsea over 2 legs. I'd be confident against you boys as well. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, final boss. I just want to say, the first time we've done a live in a long time. We've got over 1,000 people watching. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and watch this watch along. Please, if you're on X, come over and just give us a like. Even if you go back to X, that's fine. But just come over and give us a like. Give us a subscribe if you're new to the channel. It may be something we consider later on down the line in games coming up because of the response that we've had. It's been a brilliant turnout. Still, we're going up over 1,000 and it keeps rising. It's been a great watch along, and thank you for everyone joining us for it. It's been spot on, absolutely spot on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the next time we'll know how to read the knockout table.
We know what we're doing then, don't we?
It's not even that. To be fair, it's been chopping and changing so much. It's hard to even figure it out.
Yeah. Tepi Marciano, he's going to be saying tonight in his sleep, there's a draw. There's a draw on Friday. He must have said it about 6 times and I've seen it in the chat. I was like, oh, there's a draw on
What
Friday.
time is the draw on Friday? That's the next question.
Jesus. Yeah. Oh. I'll tell you what, though, boys, looking at the performance there, and bearing in mind we were missing some pretty key players. Got to be happy with that, surely. Got to be happy. And a few players stepped up. I
have the answer. 11 a.m. on Friday.
Oh,
it's the draw.
Yeah,
11 a.m. our time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Love it, people. So, look, either Karabag or Monaco for the draw. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, lads. I'm happy that we've got either one of those teams. I think that both of those teams are beatable. Obviously, you prefer Karabag because you think, and you would expect, lads, that the second leg is at St. James's Park as well, which would head into our favour. Having them come to SJP, that's what you would want more than anything. But just looking back at that performance, lads, I've got to say it's filled me with a little bit of confidence that these boys can not necessarily go and win every game coming up, far from it, but there's a performance in there. There was absolutely a performance there tonight. Those boys fought for every single ball. They were cohesive. They worked as a team. They defended for their lives. In fact, in the second half, they didn't really have to defend for their lives. Pope didn't really have much to do, which I think is credit to Newcastle United. Absolutely. Yeah. But what we saw is counter-attacking intent to try and score goals. We looked dangerous. We had chances to win the game. Obviously, Barnes is at the end. Really, we rued that chance. You'd expect Barnes 9 times out of 10 to put that in the net. I don't know about you, but it's giving me a little bit of confidence going into this game on Saturday. Sophie's just said it again. We said it at half time. Frimpong now injured for Liverpool. They've got a bit of a defensive crisis. They're going to have to do a lot of mate changing. potentially for Saturday. They're a team that we can attack. They're a team we can cause problems for, even at Anfield. How you feeling, boys? Because I'm feeling inspired after tonight. That's the word that I'm going to use. I'm feeling inspired after that performance tonight. What about you?
I think you picked a win for the draw. Did you, Pete? In the big match preview, you had us down for a draw.
Yeah,
You said in hope, but you had us down for a draw. No, definitely inspired. But we're unbeaten in Paris on our last 2 visits, and they've won the Champions League in that space of time as well. And yeah, it'll inspire us to go forward. All eyes on the draw now at 11 o'clock next Friday, and who we're going to get. And yeah, we shouldn't fear anyone. And it's over 2 legs as well. And we'll have the second leg at home. I'm right in that, aren't I?
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah,
we're the seeded team.
Yes.
So we're the seeded. So we should have the second leg at St. James's Park. We should. That's what they've mentioned previously.
Just throwing this out there, lads. But trip to Monaco, anyone? If we were to get them,
wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad.
We'll take it.
You haven't got to tell me twice.
Interestingly, actually, Monaco played Juventus tonight, didn't they?
Oh, good question.
I can tell you now.
The reason I'm saying that half confidently is because, believe it or not,
Juventus 0-0. Yeah.
A random fact. So my blue mate, who's always in the chat, always giving it loads, he is actually in corporate in Monaco right now.
Oh.
He won tickets. He was trying to get one of us to go, and everyone was like, "Lads, you've given us a week's notice to go to Monaco. Like, if you'd said this a lot earlier, maybe we'd have gone."
Can he get the next
He won tickets, and so he's gone to go and watch the Monaco Juventus game. So he's actually in the corporate box in Monaco now,
and he got a 0-0 draw.
And he got a 0-0 draw. Yeah.
Bless him. I'm sure the free food and drink has made up for it.
We've seen the pictures. He has this little Champions League napkin and all that. But yeah, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy getting a 0-0. I hope he sees that.
Friend, yeah.
Yeah. Horrible blue is what I'd like to say. Horrible blue. But boys, we've got a few comments and questions, so we'll fizz to them if you're happy to, dead quick. But we've also had a super chat from Benny Boy. So thank you, Benny Boy. And Benny Boy says, defensively, Liverpool can really be got at, and we have the pace to do it. Benny Boy, let's see a rinse and repeat of today. Let's see it.
Exactly.
I have a question. Since we're live, we are due a big match preview tomorrow, aren't we? Still,
it's confirmed. Yes.
What time?
I was going to say to you afterwards. 6:30.
6:30.
6:30 is doable.
That's good for you, boys.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've got full but I'll be back for 6. That'll be fine.
Okay. Good, because that's what I wasn't going to say live.
Imagine if I was like, no.
But hey, we're live. We'll just talk like nobody's here. 6:30. Errol. Everyone knows Errol from 12th Man.
Love it.
And obviously Redmen TV's Errol. Is going to come on. He's looking forward to it. He's buzzing for it, to be fair. He was unwell on Monday on the 12th Man, and fair play to him, he was hosting the show whilst Potts was away. He did really well, but he was a bit under the weather. But he is fit and firing for the preview tomorrow, and he's looking forward to it. You know what? We've got a lot to discuss. Champions League, we've got to discuss. The injury crisis at Liverpool, we've got to discuss. The question for me for Errol tomorrow is, after Newcastle's positive performance against PSG, looking good, dangerous on the counter-attack, are they worried about what we're going to be maybe giving to them at Anfield? So lots to discuss on the big match preview tomorrow. So don't miss it. Anyone that's not normally on in the chat or watching the show, 6:30 tomorrow night, we will be there. We will be there for the big match preview.
And
they will either get.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say we can have Gerald. Oh, sorry. It must be it's like connection. Sorry. I was going to say we'll have to ask Errol what his thoughts on Karabakh as well, because they beat them comfortably 6-0, didn't they? 6-0. Yeah, sorry, Daz, go on, mate.
Yeah, I was just going to say they'll either be playing Juventus or Club Brugge, or Atleti or Galatasaray. It's their options.
Okay.
Let's see how the draw goes there as well.
Love that.
Interesting.
Love that.
Love it, Sophie.
Right. Because we're getting on for nearly 10:30.
Pete,
Go on, Daz,
Pete, you know how we like Champions League draw, you and I. Chris, you weren't there. You know how we all tend to sign a player on the Champions League draw? Could it happen this Friday?
Yes. I remember that.
I would absolutely take a siding on a Champions League draw, but I'll be honest with you, I don't even want to build up my hopes. I just don't see us sign anyone. I really don't, lads. I'm sorry. I hope to be surprised. I hope to be surprised.
Let me just share the because we know now what we're getting monetary wise from that. So we didn't qualify top 8, so we don't get the 2 million euro. We qualified in the top 9, though we get $1 million. But then if we get through the playoffs, we get that $1 million anyway. So that's the 2 million that you would have got if you got the top 8. Yeah. But then so if we get into the round of 16, well, we won't know before the window shuts, but we'd get that 11 million euro then. So yeah, we wouldn't know before the end of the transfer window is what I'm saying.
So basically, yeah, sorry, Daz. Our syncs must be slightly out. I don't keep cutting you up, I promise. I thought you'd stopped. I'm just looking there. So base fee for league stage is 18 million euros. So call it 18.5 million for argument's sake. So we've got that in the bank. That's sorted.
Yeah.
League phase victory. So that's based on how many games that you win in the league phase. And we won 3 games, didn't we?
I can tell you, we won 4 games.
Oh, 4 games, 4. Okay, right. So that's another 8 million. So put that on 24 million up to now. 26 million. Bad maths. 26 million-ish. In fact, no, call it 27 because you had on the 400 grand. So we're on 27 million. League phase draw. So
2 draws.
Yeah, we got 2 draws.
2 losses.
Yeah. So that would be 27. So 28.4 million. And then bonus based on league phase ranking. Oh, right. Okay. So 24 million. And then I'm assuming 275,000 euros is for bottom. And 9.9 must be for top. So let's do a conservative estimate and
5.
say, 5. Call it 5. So what does that put us on? Did I say 20? Did I say 27? So add 5 on.
32.
Or call it 20. Yeah, 32. 32, 33, 34. So we're on 34 million euros, boys. And that's, not taking into account that if we beat our next opponents, you could then add another 11 million euros on, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all.
And there's more to be made. The thing about it is you got to look at what, there's another home game on top of that where the revenue for a match day is going to be in the millions as well. And that will all go towards it as well. So Newcastle United from an ownership point of view will be buzzing about that. Mm-hmm. So that's been added on to the coffers. Like we've got a great chance of going into that quarterfinal. We're in a really good position here. I know that the potential, even if we do get past the Karabag or a Monaco, will be difficult. But hey, this is what we're here for.
Yeah, TV money in crowd. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're for life. Yeah. So
by the end of it, if we get to the round of 16, if we're lucky enough to get to the round of 16, right, and we're in that, even if we did go out at that moment, and we hope we don't, we've made a significant amount of money that should be able for us to kick on in the transfer market again this summer off the back of that, knowing that next year our accounts are going to look good as well again. That's the positive thing. Yeah. So we are moving on really, really nicely as a club, financially off the pitch. There's lots of money there to be taken, but performance-wise, that's if we can continue to do that in the Champions League, I think we'll be a match for a lot of teams If we can do that to PSG in their backyard, we should take that confidence into every game that we come up against.
Absolutely.
Pete,
Absolutely. Hold us, Pete. Hold us. Sorry, guys.
Pete, a question for you. Monaco, and is it kind of a hostile atmosphere you would expect it at Monaco? I imagine not like a Marseille type.
It's a really small stadium. It's one of the smallest stadiums I imagine that, speaking to Lee, they've got a good fan base, but like it's not like a Premier League ground. It's not hostile in any way. It's not like Marseille. Marseille is very hostile. Yeah. Monaco's not like that. Monaco have got a different type of support group because Monaco's Monaco. It's a very affluent area. It's a very affluent place. So you probably got the more like rich and wealthy type supporters that support their club. Not saying that they can't be hostile, but it's never been known for being very hostile. Not like Marseille. Marseille is well known for it. Like your Galatasarays and your Fenerbahces are known for being very hostile. You have certain clubs that have got that kind of that level of hostility. Monaco don't have that. So I'll be honest with you, lads. I wouldn't be worried going to that game. No. I wouldn't be worried going to Monaco to play there. I wouldn't. It's a very small stadium. Wouldn't be much bigger than going to Karabakh at -10.
Well, I've just asked someone what Karabakh is like, and he said,
"Wow, it's very nice."
It's very nice. Oh. Brings back memories.
Yeah, the good old days.
A much simpler time where you could enjoy things and films like that. You can't do it now. He used to be able to. Love it. Oh, you know what, boys? I'm like, I don't know. I just feel really jubilant tonight. I feel really jubilant. Really good performance from the boys. We've got a knockout round with two teams that I think are definitely beatable. It's great. Like we should be absolutely buzzing about this, and I am. I really am.
Yeah.
Everyone told me today. All my students, when I was at work today, they were going, "You're gonna get beat 4-5-0 against Paris. You're gonna get hammered." This, that. They're all laughing. Right? Most of them Liverpool fans, Man City fans. How are they even Man City fans? They didn't even know Man City were when they were younger. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I know. It's the modern day fan, isn't it? It's the kids. They absolutely love it.
My little boy Luca, when he's going to bed, he said, "You're going to win tonight, Daddy." And I said, "We're playing PSG." "No, you're going to lose."
Wait till he wakes up and you tell him.
Yeah,
and you know, we probably should have won tonight, boys. Probably should have won tonight on the balance of things. Really should.
Well, we had the better chance in the second half.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We had the better chance in the second half.
Yeah. Mark RDXB says, boys, the lads did us proud tonight. Yeah. Absolutely.
Literally just tweeted that out. Said, so proud of the lads tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely buzzing.
Look at that. David Veach. He's saying carry a bag as well. Karabakh only holds 5,800 fans
in total.
Jeez.
Yeah. Monaco's a little bit bigger than that. I think Monaco's under 20. I think.
Is it?
Monaco under 20? It's a really small stadium, or it was, unless they've had it extended, which I don't believe they have.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Benny boy. If Man City fans don't know who Sean Goater is, then they're not proper Man City fans. I like that.
I have a question for the chat. Would you like us to do another watch along at some point? Is it something that you enjoyed? Let us know.
Yeah, and to be fair, Daz, you've led me nicely into the comments there because we were getting some lovely feedback from the chat. So Mark Dennis says you should definitely do it more often, referring to the fact we're doing the match day lives. There was a couple more, actually. A couple more people in the chat that were saying, "Oh, you should do it. You should do it." And do you know what? It's not that we don't like doing it or we don't want to do it. It's just sometimes, obviously, with the streams, sometimes we're slightly not lined up and stuff like that. But I think if it's what the people want, maybe we should consider it, boys. Maybe we should consider it. Yeah. What are people saying here? Yeah, well up for a watch along. Sad I missed this one. Well, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Yeah.
Next time.
So we've got a couple of questions, boys, that I want to quickly whiz to. Now we've had a question. Well, I think it's a question. I'm going to take it as a question from My Little Mo. And lovely to see you, my little Mo. Is this Anne?
This is
This is Anne, isn't it? Yeah, Anne.
Army.
Yes, that's it. Antoon Army.
No.
Lovely to see you. I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
I think we've said it before.
Yeah.
We have. And there's the cup. There's the loaded cup in the profile picture. There it is. You can see it. So Antoon Army, we assume it's you, My Little Mo. Thank you for being a member for 35 months. If we are wrong, please do correct us. But she says Raheem Sterling has left Chelsea his contract early. And then, funnily enough, someone else mentioned that in the chat earlier. The Clon lads, Raheem Sterling has been released. Are we taking him on a free for 6 months, boys? I reckon it's probably just a quick one-word answer for this one. Daz, what are you saying?
Absolutely
no. Pete?
No, for me.
No. I'm not taking Raheem Sterling. I won't want him. I don't think he'd be the right fit for this team. But equally, what I did read on Raheem Sterling is that he was holding out for a team in London. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Not being funny, he hasn't played for like a year, but yet he's holding out for a team in London. Like, come on. He probably will go to somewhere like Fulham. But like, doesn't that tell you anything, you know? Yeah, probably just to stay in London. I just think that's ridiculous. I just think that's wild. This obsession with London, of just staying in London. Like
what? West Ham.
Yeah,
I don't think West Ham would take him. I don't think.
Oh, I think they would.
Do you think they
would? Yeah, they take wherever. Yeah. And they've just sold Paqueta as well to Flamingo.
Yeah,
is he gone?
He's gone.
Oh,
yeah.
What might have been so many times there.
Yeah. Oh well. He's probably keeping a seat next to him warm, isn't he, for Bruno in maybe 4 or 5 years? Because I know Bruno wanted to head back to Brazil at the end of his career, but it seems Paqueta feels like it's gone a bit early though, a little bit early. Yeah. He must only be 28, 29. Paqueta.
Chris, he needed to get out there. Yeah, and I think he wanted to get out there. It was the only way. Get out to go to South America was probably the only way, because it's almost like that out of sight, out of mind for West Ham. Like they didn't want to sell him to somewhere in Europe or to another Premier League team. If they sold him to Man City in a relegation battle, the fans would go mad. Sell him to Brazil is like, oh, okay, fair enough. He's going somewhere else where we don't have to look at him. But I wouldn't be surprised if he hits good form, has a good World Cup, and then finds his way back to Europe. I just wouldn't.
Well do.
I really would.
Could well do. Johnny Toon for life. Couldn't agree more, mate. Whatever happens, we can be very proud of the lads and the performance. Absolutely. We've seen a lot of players who you could argue were maybe on the fringe of this Newcastle United team play tonight, and I thought they did well. And I'm talking there about the likes of Ramsey, the likes of Willock, the likes of Alanga. I think they did well. I think the three of them did well, in fairness, and I think we agreed with that throughout the match. Obviously, great that you can bring on options like Johan Visser and Harvey Barnes and Anthony Gordon, and more importantly, boys, I think resting Bruno Guimaraes tonight. That is definitely with that Liverpool game in mind, isn't it? You'd hope with Bruno being on the bench tonight that he's going to be fit and firing and ready to go for the match against Liverpool at the weekend. You would hope.
Yeah, you know what it does, lads. It gives food for thought to Eddie Howe. This is what tonight does, because it was a brilliant performance against one of the best teams in the world, right? Now, with that in mind, going to Anfield on Saturday, there's a question to be had, a number of questions. One, do you stick with the same formation and go again because you know it works against a good team that's going to come out and attack us? Liverpool will come out and attack. They're not going to sit in in a low block, they're going to come out and want to win, just like PSG did today.
Yeah.
So that's the first question. Does he stick? Now, if he does stick, the question is, does he need to bring Bruno Guimaraes in? Because Jacob Ramsey was excellent tonight. For me, out of him, Alanga, and Willock, and all three of them were brilliant, right? But for me, he was the one that impressed me the most. And he didn't score the goal that Willock did. And he didn't drive forward and get in behind defenses like Alanga did. But his confidence in the midfield against Vitinha, against Zayat Emery, João Neves, and didn't look out of place. He's outplayed some of these players.
No.
There's a big question there. And there's a question to say, do we need to change that? If we're going to stick with the same formation, do we need to change and take Jacob Ramsey out? For me, there's a big question there. And I'm not sure that question is a simple one, particularly because if he plays with Ramsey, it means Bruno gets a few more days rest. He can still be on the bench and used if necessary. And so you're not putting him in for a full match, and you're not throwing him in there, and you're giving him enough time. And fingers crossed, if we go and play well and get something from that, it then rolls on again to Man City in the midweek. And what you're doing, you're giving Bruno a little bit more time to really get himself back and feel like he's 100%. But at the same time, you're getting Jacob Ramsey the minutes that he's been craving for. And we've probably all been asking for at different points. So there's a few questions there to sort of be answered, because you're looking at Willock, Alanga, Jacob Ramsey, and they'd be quite right to be knocking on the door to Eddie Howe between now and Saturday and going, I want to be starting again.
Play me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Freshness plays a part. It's a big debate for tomorrow's big match preview. This one, yeah. I for one would be bringing, if he can play, I'd be bringing Bruno in. I hear you on Ramsey, but it'd be, and I know Willock scored and he had the ball in the back of the net twice. I would drop Willock to the bench and bring Bruno in, but I'd stick with Ramsey.
But and as well, boys, what we have to factor in here, we saw tonight that the team played in a 5-2-3 system predominantly. Yes, that changed to a 5-4-1. We saw that. But what we have to remind ourselves as well is the fact that, can Bruno play in that two-man pivot? Is he going to provide the same legs, energy, all-action display as what someone like Jacob Ramsey is? We know Sandro Tonali can do both. We know Sandro Tonali can play in the three. I'm sure Bruno can play in the two, but is he going to have that recovery? Is he going to have those legs to get up and down the pitch and support the front three? I don't know. And that's maybe a question for Eddie Howe. So I see what you mean, Pete. Do you change back? And I have to say as well, boys, and we've called this for a while, like, you look back on that game tonight, how many gilt-edged chances, big chances did PSG have? Because for me, there was minimal. And that's against one of the best attacking sides in Europe. So if I'm Eddie Howe, I'm going to bed tonight and I'm thinking, we want to be hard to beat. We want, to make sure that we try and concede as little as we can. Premier League games are tight. Anthony Gordon came out through the week and said, we play against quite a few teams who low block us. Is it a case where, we keep ourselves defensively as solid as we possibly can? And then, maybe change it up mid-game in 20 minutes to go, a bit risky, but then we go gung-ho, a bit like what we tried tonight, so that we're not going, 4-3-3, same as usual, and we're just constantly attacking teams and then getting caught ourselves on the other way. Is it that we go 5 at the back, but we say to the likes of Louis Miley and Lewis Hall, tell you what, push up a little bit more, a bit like what Viking Romero said earlier, where we go, actually, let's go 3-4-3. Let's try something like that, but they play higher up the pitch. I don't know, but it's left a lot of questions for me tonight, but positive.
I want to say something else, boys. It's kind of going back to the Champions League a bit for a second, right? And just where these games fit in, these knockout games, these qualifier, the next round we're in. So it's going to slot in between Villa first leg was slotted in between Villa and Man City. So the FA Cup match and the League Cup game against Man City. That's the first leg. And the second leg will fit in between Man City, Everton. So consecutive weeks.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So yeah, it's a lot of games there in February again.
And we spoke about, I can't remember if it was you brought it up or not, Pete, but we spoke about this, didn't we? I can't remember if it was off air or on air, can't remember. But looking at that, Daz, and you highlighting that, it does, for me anyway, and maybe you boys, it does change the feeling, doesn't it, towards that Villa away game? It does change the feeling.
FA Cup.
In terms of the FA Cup, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to throw a competition by no stretch, but is that the game where you go, do you know what, we rest
Priority.
them? We rest them. Yeah. Big games coming up there, boys.
It's a difficult one because obviously you play, you're playing the FA Cup round there, but then, and obviously you're playing the Champions League in between, but then you have a little bit of a rest because you've got like the March international weeks and whatever to kind of rejig. And if we do go out, say for example of the Champions League, you've still got the FA Cup to fight for, and it's not out the realms of possibility. If you go and beat Villa, it's not out the realms of possibility you get more of a favourable tie in the next round. And then you're looking at it and thinking, we're still in it. We can maybe play a different squad. There's that. The reason why I'm saying it is that I think that'll be going for Eddie Howe's head, which is why I don't think he'll play a weak inside. He'll want to go because of what Villa did to us at St. James's. He'll want to go and put them to the sword. I think Villa are probably more likely, with the injuries and stuff that they've got, they're more likely to rejig their squad. They're more likely to play a Tammy Abrahams and start him in that game. They're more likely to play a Douglas Luiz in that game, or rest a couple of players. Play like a Mings and a Lindelof in that game, for example, at centre-back. Play a Bizot. They're likely to make changes rather than us. I get what you're saying. And for me, you know, you're looking at these two fixtures. I'll throw another thing at you, lads. If we've got Carabao or Carabag, whatever they are, I'll call them the Carabao Cup there, but as well call them the Carabao.
We have that as well, though.
Yeah, that as well. If we play Carabag away and we're winning, do we need to then play a weakened side against Villa, knowing that later on in the second leg we're already up against Carabag, and that we're then coming to St. James's Park? There's an element there where we're like, well, St. James's Park, we're already winning. Is there an argument there where we can go a little bit stronger against Villa to try and win it, knowing that we can maybe chop and change with Carabag, and that we're already up, and that we can put them to the sword at St. James's Park?
I hear what you're saying. Give Alex Murphy a run out. That's really what you're saying there, Pete. I like it.
Don't be too hasty.
Well, hold your horses there.
Did someone put brandy in your Coke by any chance?
You know what? Yeah, I at half time, I wasn't planning on having one, and then at half time I was thinking like, I just need to just ease the old nerves here. But yeah, just saying. Obviously, Jordan Team for Life, one game at a time, absolutely. But I'm just giving a scenario. If we had Carabag, could it change Eddie Howe's thinking? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying if it's not out the realms of possibility. But let's see on Friday. Is it this Friday or next Friday? The draw.
The draw is this Friday.
Yeah.
So
Friday.
We'll know more on Friday, Jordan 2-5. We'll know more.
One thing's for sure, lads, we're going to have played a lot of games this season by the time it comes to an end.
Yeah, definitely. Right, let's whiz a few more comments and questions before we wrap up. John, I'm gonna read out. There's two questions from Jono, or two comments from Jono. I like his first one. I'm not too sure on his second one. Jono says, linked with Ederson today, like this. I would love Ederson, but I'm not even thinking of players like Edison. I'm sure you boys aren't, certainly for this window, because I just don't see it happening, unfortunately, as much as we'd like it. But then Jono goes on to say, and I'm interested to hear your boys' opinions on this. I've kind of already revealed mine, but Jono says, lads, would you still sell Willock? He rolled back the years tonight.
It's a yes for me.
COVID Willock. COVID Willock. That was absolutely COVID Willock. But look, obviously Daz has said yes. Like Willock's only leaving the club if we've got a midfielder coming in. It's as simple as that. That's the reality, and that's my reality. I'm only selling Willock if we know we've got a midfielder that's coming in. So, for example, as what was just said on the previous comment, if an Edison was coming in, then you would look to move on Joe Willock. But would you move him on and not get anyone in? That would just be absolutely that would be lunacy to do that. You just wouldn't do that. So yeah. He did, Clergy. He surprised us all tonight, and it was a nice surprise. What we need now is consistency. We need him to keep playing like that, whether he's coming off the bench or whether he's starting. But I will say, lads and lasses in the chat, maybe that formation suited him. It allowed him to drive forward. It allowed him to play the way he wants to play. Because let's be honest, we are trying to be more of a possession-based team, and that's not really his bag. That's not his game. But you play a counter-attacking football where he can get the ball and just drive forward and really be a menace on that left-hand side. That's what we saw in the Champions League season, lads. Him switching with Joe Linton on that left-hand side, or Alan St-Maximin when we were fighting for Champions League the first time round. That's what Joe Willock was. That's the kind of Joe Willock we were seeing week in, week out. So maybe this formation suits Willock better. And maybe if we play this again on Saturday, we might see a similar performance. So does that?
If Joe Willock scores against Liverpool on Saturday and we win,
we're on the pitch.
We're on the pitch.
Yeah. No, I think, one game does not change my mind, but I agree with you boys. If we were to sell Joe Willock, we need a replacement. And funnily enough, you were saying COVID Willock before, Pete. There was a moment where Joe Willock picked up the ball on the left-hand side and was taking on his fullback, and it reminded me of that Leicester goal that Bruno scored, the header, and Joe Willock done that dart and run down the left-hand side, and he was asking questions of the fullback. And maybe that is it. Maybe, just maybe. Oh, do you know what, boys? Bring on Errol tomorrow. And when we do our match prediction, make sure you lineup prediction for the Liverpool game on the weekends. I'd love to see 5 at the back again. I really would. I want to see more of that. That's what I want to see. I want to see more of that. Give it a try and pose some questions. Just done it against the best team in Europe. Just done it against.
We've missed it, lads. We've missed having that threat and that counter-attacking threat. Yeah, we had to soak up pressure, but you do when you play this way. And you expect it anyway against PSG. But we caused PSG a lot of problems. And as we've already said, in the second half, Pope had nothing to do. He had no big save to make. There was no big chances created. We kept them to a minimal because the centre-back pairing, the three, were absolutely outstanding. The wing backs did their job. I thought Miley was excellent on that right hand side. Desiree Doué was a menace and was trying to be quite nasty with his play. Miley had none of it, made some big challenges. Lewis Hall is just Lewis Hall. I thought the midfield two were brilliant. Can we go and do that to a not quite 100% Liverpool? Nowhere near it. Maybe a 60% Liverpool who have got massive injury problems in defence, a bit like how we were in December. Can we go and really cause them some problems and ask some questions? Absolutely.
Why not?
So,
but the big question is why haven't we? Like we've seen this against Arsenal last season when we went and got to the Carabao Cup final. The 5 at the back. We've seen a 4-2-3-1 this season. Was it Bournemouth or the FA Cup or something like I can't remember. But is he normally so rigid on the 4-3-3 and not alternating, especially away from home when we needed something different? And you called it in the big match preview, Chris. I want to see an experiment, and we saw that tonight.
We've seen it, and I mean it does help. I mean, I'll give Eddie Howe a bit of an excuse. Obviously, in recent weeks we've not had Dan Burn, and Dan Burn has now come back and played fantastically well, as we said. So we've got Burn, we've got Chow, we've got Botman. So there's our 3 centre-back pairings there. We've got Louis Miley playing on it as a right mate. I thought Louis Miley was brilliant tonight, by the way. His performance may go under the radar ever so slightly, but again, you've got a 19-year-old who's playing in an unfamiliar position, and he's up against Nuno Mendes, who's a bloody brilliant left back. He's up against Kvaratskhelia in the first half, and then Barcola who came on for them, I think. Dewey, sorry, Desiree Dewey, and he's done brilliantly. So yeah, I think, I'm maybe feeling a bit bold saying this, but I'm looking forward to the Liverpool game now. I'm looking forward to the Liverpool game, especially if I see that lineup. May end up doing a live. I don't know.
Maybe not. We'll have to talk about that a bit because there's a story there you don't know.
Oh, okay. Right. Let me.
I'm out.
Oh, you are. I'm out. Oh, mate. Okay. Let me hit some comments up, and then
you can be mic'd up, Pete. Right.
Yeah, Pete's like that.
And I'm with a Liverpool fan as well, so it's like it could get a little bit messy.
I feel for you, Pete. Yeah.
We've got another super chat, Chris.
Oh, another super chat.
Before we go.
Brilliant. Kenneth Bell. Thank you for your super chat, Kenneth Bell. Maybe the refusal to change tactics and mix things up is killing some players. You don't go shit overnight. It's a good point. These players, Eddie Howe, Kenneth, I think it's fair to say Eddie Howe trusts this squad of players, but they've not maybe been performing to the levels that they should have. But we've seen tonight, we mentioned before, the likes of Alanga, Ramsey, Willock, players who don't play in the first team all that often, come in. And there was points in that game, boys, where we were going, oh, yeah, make subs and stuff. But we were like, it wasn't like we were screaming, going, get Gordon on, get Barnes on, get this on. It was kind of like, oh, they're coming on. But so the lads who were playing in those positions tonight and on the pitch tonight were doing well. They were doing really, really well. So we're seeing the best version of them. The difficulty we're going to have, I think, as we've just discussed, kind of, I don't know if you caught it, is, if we revert back to the 4-3-3, are these players that have played tonight, are they not going to fit that system? Are we then going to be asking questions going, are we going to have to revert back to the usual 11, if you like? Or are we sticking with this formation and maybe it means swapping a few players around? So, yeah, lots of questions.
And I think to predict the team selection tomorrow should be very interesting.
It will.
The tactics board.
It will.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it. I think we'll bring it to a close.
Yeah, I'll do. Sorry, I was going to say I'll just do a couple more. But the more comments more from me. In fact, no, there is. In fact, no, I'll do one more question. That is it. And I don't think we mentioned it. Who was your man of the match tonight, boys? Daz.
See, it's actually hard to pick a man of the match when we're kind of watching it behind and Pete's commentary as well. So it's hard and switching between. So let me think. I'm going to give it to Willock, actually, because he was the first name when I saw the team. I saw the picture of Willock. I got, oh my God, we're screwed. We have no Bruno, and Willock's it. So he really surprised me. He got his goal, and he nearly got a second just for a touch offside. So fair play to him. He has shocked me on that performance tonight.
Pete, what about you, man of the match, mate?
It'd be between Willock, Ramsey, and Pope. Just because that penalty save was absolutely key to us being able to go on and perform that way. I'm going to give it to Ramsey just because I've bigged him up all night. I thought he was brilliant in that midfield. It's by far the best performance I've seen from Ramsey in a Newcastle United shirt, and it fills me with confidence that if we can find the right style for him, that he can excel in this team. He really can. There was a question earlier on that I missed that with regards to, I think it was the last super chat, with regards to the comment around changing tactics or refusal to change tactics. I'm looking at Jacob Ramsey, and I'm looking at this counter-attacking style of play, and I'm thinking this actually suits him perfectly, as it does Willock, as it does Elanga, and that's why I think they're playing so well today, because this is their style. This is what suits their game. And I'll be honest, I'd like to see it more. I'd like to see it more. Maybe not at home, but I'd certainly like to see it more away from home, where our form is not very good at all. So that's definitely what I want to see more of. This formation. So Jacob Ramsey, for me, I thought he was excellent tonight, and long may it continue.
Long may it continue as Chris gets back on screen with us again. Welcome back, Chris. Yes, you're back on screen, Chris. Can't hear yourself. Unless it's like this situation with Lee the other night. Can you hear us now, Chris?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
I saw
that is it.
Mm.
To Jacob Ramsey.
Yeah, Jacob Ramsey was excellent for me. But I was just saying to Daz, and people watching, the formation that we played tonight, I think suits him, Willock and Elanga, which is why I think we saw the performances that we saw from him. So Jacob Ramsey, best I've seen in a Newcastle United shirt. Long may it continue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, my final three were Willock, Ramsey, and Miley. And given that you boys have already picked out Willock and Ramsey, I'm going to give mine to Miley. Purely, as I say, because I thought he did a really, really good job, and he's come up against two absolutely fantastic wingers, and we're not talking about those wingers at the end of this game, and probably nobody else is either. And that's credit to him. And again, I have to give him extra kudos, because he's a central midfielder who's been playing right back, and now he's been asked to play right wing back, and he's still doing the business. So I'm gonna give mine to Louis Miley.
3 different man of the matches for us for each. So that's well done. That's also a good sign. Yes, and Plonker of the match definitely goes to the ref for 4 mistakes in the first half and at least 2 in the second. That's it. We will be back tomorrow, 6:30 for the big match preview with Earl from Redman TV. And then it's all eyes on that draw on Friday, 11 o'clock. Right. See you in the next one. Thanks for sticking with us. Smash that like button on your way out.
Smash the like button on your way out. If you're going from X to YouTube, give us a like. Make sure you click subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please do that. It massively helps the channel, and it allows us to do more of things like this. So, you know what you need to do, people.
What you need to do. Right. See you in the next one. Good night.